back in the limelight.
There we are. Yeah.
I don't know if I had to reset the button or whatnot, but once I hit it, it worked. So there we go. We had a little technical difficulty. Don't have that too often anymore, but life is always full of surprises.
Yeah, just a little glitch, and hats off to Gio in the booth there, dealing with that issue and getting us back. Not only is the live stream back, but we are back to a 15-minute delay.
We're back, baby.
This is not Dwayne The Rock Thompson here sitting in with Dom DeSano.
It's actually great that that's still there, though. That's hilarious. He's an impressionable person that goes above and beyond when he was here. But yeah, it was speaking of, that was a great event. But we have a lot of big events coming up this week, folks. Like we said earlier, we have our $1 million guaranteed prize pool tournament, $200K for first place. It's a $600 buy-in. There's 9 different days that you can get in. The day ones, each flight is at noon, except the very last day on the 31st. So we have a 7 p.m. start time. You get $1,000 at the end of day one.
Yes.
You get $3,000 if you double bag, and
Correct.
There's no limit to that. So technically, you could play all 10 events, and if you're just the Don Juan and you make all 10, you could get paid out $27,000 and play your biggest stack. I'm just saying the potential's there.
The potential's there.
And, yeah, $200K guaranteed for first place. Myself and the Victory Cigar both are on the same page. We think we're going to have over $300,000 for first place if we had to make a prediction. I actually wouldn't even be surprised if we hit $325,000.
The life-changing money. These satellites have gone so well, Dom, and we've had so many of them. We still have one more coming up on Thursday evening. So Thursday is the day one, and that starts at noon. And then that evening, that afternoon, we will then also have another satellite. So stay tuned to the satellites. But I was kind of curious as to what the head count was from the satellites. We probably have enough qualifiers from the satellites right now to completely fill a day one flight.
I would agree.
There's got to be in that 70 to 80 range where we've got people that have, and there are people tonight. When we were in there earlier, they had up to 110 entrants for tonight, and still 70 players left in tonight's satellite, which is a milestone.
Yeah, I wonder how many buy-ins total if we could get that number before the end of the show. Because wouldn't it be amazing before we even open up a day one if we know how much of the prize pool is already paid for through satellites?
That's a good question. I'm thinking Emily in the cage can probably answer that for us.
Yeah, so probably in between a hand when we get a lull. Vic is always the intel guru. He's the MacGyver of this place. We could send him out there on an intel mission, and he can recover that for us. But I think that would be actually quite, maybe if we say before today.
Yeah.
Before today, going in before the satellite, maybe we could get greedy and add on this one too. Actually, we could get before today and then just add on the final count number.
Yeah, right.
So
it's possible. Speaking of Emily in the cage, there's a couple of reasons you might want to call the cage. Call here at the reserve. Number one, our live stream cash games, which we will not be doing Thursday and Saturday this week or next week, but we will have Tuesday again next week. And if you want to get into those, you just give us a call. Also, go to thereservepoker.com. It always has all of our events, and it's got the schedule for the Millie. It's got the schedule for the satellites. We've, I think, started to announce our fall series, and at least given an indication as to what that looks like. But it isn't always self-explanatory. And just give us a call, and we're more than happy to take those calls and answer your questions. Yeah. So we're looking forward to getting back here Thursday night. The Rumble at the Reserve here in Toledo, Ohio.
Yes.
We apologize for the little brief delay, but the players are still there and they're still going at it. There's still rumbling. Be interesting to see when we get back where everybody's at chip-wise. And right there at the top, Jared at 4.2, and Blake has been on a run.
Wow,
he is at
what did we miss?
8,800.
Jeez Louise. Blake, tell us your secret, sir. That's a max value Tuesday for
yes,
Blake
it is.
so far. Almost up to 10K already.
And we are back.
Gio, do you have any idea? I know you were working hard to get this back up, but did you see by chance how Blake got those chips, like what player he went through for that?
Okay, we've got some corrections to make to those chip counts. What Gio tells us, because I believe there's probably some guys that as they dip below 1,000 or so, they probably add on to their stack.
Well, you could tell Bob must have gotten stung a little bit. He was almost up to 3K. I think he was at like 25. He's down to 980. Big Slick Rick, I think, is down a little bit. Mongo net up to 5.4. I don't know if he added on or he won those in a pot. It looks like OG probably just rebought in for 4K because it's exactly 4K. I'm just going by assumptions, folks.
I don't know.
No
OG was doing okay before this all happened.
Yeah, but how did Blake get the 8.8?
Yeah.
and then you see a smooth 4K. I'm just, like I said, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Man, so a lot of movement.
And okay, so if you are on a screen that is frozen, and we actually have one here in my iPad, I'm going to close out of this, and I'm going to go back into the YouTube, back completely. I'm going to get completely back out of YouTube. I'm going to go back into YouTube. I'm going to go back
Just
to my
refresh
search.
it. Just refresh it.
And I'm going to refresh it. I'm going to come back to Rumble at the Reserve. Got a little bit of ad here that I've got to wait for.
It's never a bad thing.
Skip the ad.
I think you're on an old one. That's 7 days ago, Vic.
I am on an old one. Let's try this again real quick.
If you're out of hand, please give me your chip count.
He's resetting. Oh.
Right there. There you go, buddy. I got you.
All right.
Boop.
2010.
Yeah, got to start off fresh with the like button.
Miles says 2010.
Switch it to all messages.
Yeah, Jared 3-bet this up to 180 with pocket eights. We have King Queen suited involved, a few other aces. King 9 suited for Big Slick Rick. He's going to call. So it looks like the ranges are opening up a little bit more, Vic, as we are approaching 8:30. So we've had a couple hours on here. The players are getting comfy.
We
Man,
have seen the
four-way
eights
action.
a couple times tonight. Now Jared's going to flop an 8.
Also, Blake with King Queen. Big hand alert, folks. 745 already in the middle. Not to mention Big Slick Rick with top pair.
Okay. Where it says 300.
He's drumming his hand. Drumming like this. Thinking.
Careful with that action.
Yeah, for sure. Could have been thinking for sure.
Jared now, a set of 8s. There was 700 in the pot. Now there's 1,000. What does he do here with King and 2 clubs out there? And he does raise it up.
725.
725 is the new bet. Rick, he is reaching for chips.
Wow, this pot is ballooned up huge. 1,800 in the middle.
Okay. And Big Slick Rick obviously doesn't have 175. He's got a little more than that. Or he's got more than that. And does this... the check mark is on Jared,
1300.
but a third club comes out.
All in.
And Rick is going to push all in here, trying to represent the flush. And a quick call there from Jared, and a groan, big groan here
Yes.
from Rick. And nothing that can be done there. And Jared's going to take down a pot worth a profit of 1,500, and it's going to take him up until we get some of these numbers.
He
I
bet
bet
1300.
1300.
So big pot for Jared there. Man, coming right back to a big hand after a little timeout.
He's 8560. 8560.
I've never been more relieved to see it from the Bud Light.
I have more, I have so many.
1,500.
I
1,500.
have no idea. I thought for sure.
I
I'm
need
just gonna
1,500 to the live.
Wasn't John, you got us, 1,500.
Yeah, I got you.
Carol, what we have? 2,000.
Hold on, don't. can't-
And Rick is going to re-up here for 1,500.
I'm just like, oh my god.
After these next two hands, the chip count will be corrected.
I really want to pull.
And then we'll need your chip count there. When you get a second.
You can hear Patch getting instructions from.
Right.
Can I get some of this broken down?
On the plot?
No, pre.
Oh.
You want-
And just a point of procedure here, if you're new to the live stream and we had that interruption and we're coming back, one of the things that Gio needed to do was to make sure that we had the 15-minute delay. It's very important here at the reserve that we continue to have that buffer, if you will. That's very important to our broadcast. And this is a shot of the main room, as we mentioned, tonight's satellite,
I didn't know you were short on chips, though.
which is a milestone satellite, $65 buy-in, and as soon as you get to 440,000 in chips, you are done. You get your voucher and your chips come out of play.
That's good.
And with a 105 last time I checked, possibly more than that now, probably up around 115. There's going to be a voucher for every $600 in the prize pool. So you're looking at just around 10% of the field.
Raise the 50 C3.
Bob now, pocket sevens, and he's going to raise it up to 50.
I don't know if it was given to him.
Miles, ace 10 of clubs in position,
You need red, sir?
and he's going to make the call.
Yours had to be mine.
A couple of clubs now from Mongo Ned, and he makes the call. And OG finds a hand he doesn't like, gets out of the way, so we're going to go three-handed to the flop.
We have 3 players in.
And we have a Jack King Ace board.
Nice flop there for Miles. Top pair, and he's got the gut shot.
Yeah, yeah.
175 in the pot. Bets 75.
75 back to Miles on a fold. Sure, you have your account.
And Miles takes that one down. Looks like we've got 51 folks back. We were up to around 98, so thank you very much for finding your way back to our live stream here tonight at the Reserve in Toledo. Had a little interruption in our computer system,
What, a rack?
and Gio does what he does so well, scrambles and gets us back online and gets us back to a 15-minute delay.
The needling today is just.
Well, he said it so fucking proud.
And if you see that empty seat, that is truly an empty seat. If you are in shouting distance and you'd like to come and play, give us a call.
Right.
And fill that
Literally
seat
the
tonight.
first time I've been not losing in this game.
3 raises.
That's what I say, you want a rack?
No,
Well,
no,
he-
it's all you know.
he
You
pounced
know,
on the
my money's in play. I
opportunity.
came to fuck.
I totally realize that.
And the sevens are going around. Buddha now has them. But Bob with pocket queens. We saw these two tangle in about the third hand of the night,
We all sat down.
where Bob had
I
pocket
love-
aces against Buddha's ace 9.
Go back and forth between the American.
Now the story of queens versus sevens, and here comes the flop.
Yeah, there was that.
Buddha check and a check from Bob.
Second
So a free card on the turn.
We're both in a huge hole.
Who's the wife?
Oh, and he gets Bob to lay that down.
Stop booing, smile on that one.
Bob with the queens did not like the ace queen.
Just the ones I've seen.
Turn the set.
Nice play there, nice aggressive play there from Buddha.
Can't have ace king there. I did that.
Trying to make a comeback from, like we said, that third hand of the night.
I thought for sure you had an
Ace king jack, flush draw.
That's what I'm saying. I can't have an ace or king.
Yeah, that's why I'm checking.
Nine,
Well,
what's the
I'm
second flush?
You didn't do anything wrong. I just got lucky on the
Glory.
There's two hands playing.
Turning a set is like, it's really not.
Anyway,
It's like probably one of the not fairest things in Hold'em.
It's the.
When you get down so
I might be-
far, you can't.
River,
needle the
I
guy.
don't know. I
It's
don't know if I
just
was
not
turning a
right.
set more river
The way
and
you
not
needled
flush.
me, I was 4,000 stuck and you were sticking
That's
that
like the best
screwdriver
bet
in
ever.
that fucking-
It is feel good, but it's so like it turn set's always so hidden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Whereas like the
great.
river nut flush isn't. You know.
It's
It's
the easiest thing. It's just the easiest thing in poker. It's the
Yeah.
easiest thing.
No, it's fine. You know, okay, whatever you want.
The bear looks down. We got blue on the message board calling for Buddha power.
Oh, gee, I didn't tell you I'm going out of town for a couple of 3 weeks, so.
He already spoke. He's in a hand.
Don't matter, me and him go back too far.
I always print more.
Yeah, that's what John's company does, right?
875.
You think it's whatever, but really.
And here comes a 4-bet now
From Mongo.
from Mongo, 875.
Mongo Nation in the house.
875.
Now, could you do me a favor? Could you just make your black stack one of them 20 real quick, just so I can get an idea?
I got like 4,500 behind, I think.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
We're heads up here, and we are in the dark. The graphics haven't caught up, so open to suggestions as to what they have. And
Nice hand.
it looks like pocket nines for Mongo, and Mongo takes that down, getting after it
The Mongo Nation.
for the Mongo Nation out there.
So he profited $400 over on that hand. That's a nice little purse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob, whose idea was it to do 2 truths and a lie for the stream?
Vic.
Wow.
I almost ripped it. It was a little
Yeah.
more than I
I
wanted.
never heard of it.
I was shitting
it's
myself.
a
I've never heard of it before.
Did everybody have to give information?
Only Bob.
Only about.
I guess they picked a person tonight now, maybe.
He'll probably be next for it.
Great calls, fold.
They had fun with it, so that's all I care about. One thing I watch my play though. This guy's got a black cat on his back.
Well, check. 4 players.
Okay, we're still having a little issue with our graphics. Geo working hard to get that back for us. We know that the board is 868 with 2 hearts,
Thank you, appreciate that.
That's my last dollar.
and that Jared got after it right away in an early position and takes it down. Brian, that's a good question. Did Buddha's wife buy him that shirt, or did he buy it on his own?
Oh, I guarantee he bought it on his own.
Yeah,
I think that's a lock.
yeah.
Last time, what was last time? The last, were you there? Yeah, you were there. You hit and ran.
So you were
Talking about I hit and ran. I played for 4 hours.
Right? Well, yeah. Like for how long? Like a year or so?
Oh yeah, you came to my table. No, I played for like 4 hours. I spun it up. Yeah, I spun it up. Luckily. Yeah, fortunate. It was a fortunate session.
That hand that I sent you yesterday, that was from that game.
No, I was.
Did you text me?
I made 1 grand, got beaten the.
Oh, I didn't see it.
OG pocket tens.
I didn't see you text me yesterday.
Gotta raise this up to 85. Tony Halt, you cracked me up every time.
Oh, yeah, maybe you did. We'll check.
Yeah.
Hi Johnny. Moment you've been waiting for, man.
Good. Four-way hand.
I'm not going there. Anyway,
Blake.
we got heads-up action. Blake versus OG.
Yeah. Blake
10s
just
versus
needs
5-3.
45 to complete, and he
Ooh.
does.
Set for OG.
Unfortunately for OG, Blake gets none of this unless Blake gets froggy. And as OG is reaching for chips,
Catch and release, Vic. Catch and release.
yep, and he shows the 10s, having hit a set of 10s on that flop.
Okay, it was an email address. I thought it was the craziest thing. I saw this text and I thought it was a spam bot. And I was like, holy shit, these fucking AI bots are getting really
Tony,
smart.
are you
They
in the
got-
house tonight
I know
playing
they
the
know this
satellite, or are you
everything.
grilling out again?
Yeah, I thought it was just some bot.
Don't forget to
So
send
I-
us more pictures of your
I'll
grill
block
mastery.
you and whatever, 'cause I like,
Wait,
I swear to God.
what?
Yeah, he said. So I got a hand that said like crazy four-way all-in hand, blah blah blah. But it sounded sort of like AI generated a little bit. I don't know.
It was so unbelievable.
Well, and it
too.
was
The
from an
handle was
email.
Yeah, it was
you
from
said,
a
right?
Hotmail,
So it was
so I
like
was
from,
just
he
like-
probably sent it from his fucking tablet or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
so it
yeah,
sent it
yeah.
from
I was
like his
just like,
cloud.
That's so
I know, I know.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, these bots, man, they're getting really good. How do they know that?
Block. Way too smart.
The bots.
That's so funny.
How did I like poker? And then did it come from gaymail.com?
Yeah.
Oh.
Brokebackmountain.net. Yeah.
OG basically getting a walk here, raises it up to 60 with ace-10 of hearts, and nobody's coming along. No cards that time.
Yeah, the conversation's been taken over the table. A little walkthrough. It's been a good live table tonight, though, Vic.
Yeah, it really has.
Are you only worth 20?
That's all we lost about hours. Right, 20 minutes.
And we really haven't heard the Buddha MGM Bob
I'm not scared.
banter going on too much tonight.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't.
So,
think that, Bob.
but
There's a person in the set.
that always raises his head at one point. So
I did not think that.
Mongo Ned going to raise up to 50 with ace-4 clubs. He's under the gun. OG comes along with king-5 of clubs. Jared with jack-10. And he makes the call. Blake with jack-10. Miles 6-5, but no, he's no interest. Big Slick Rick just needs 30 to complete here. He's got queen-9.
5 players in.
So here we go, 260 in the pot. 5-handed.
Yeah, ace, queen, 8, rainbow board, top pair for Mongo Ned, mid pair for Big Slick Rick, couple of gut shot straight draws, actually a double belly for Jared. 9 or a king will do.
Same thing for Blake.
Yeah.
So Jared bets out 110.
Miles, you get lucky or no? They didn't score in the bottom of the fifth?
No.
Blake with 3 players behind him, that's got to be have an influence on whether he makes this call or not.
Just up one channel. It's still 0-0.
Oh, that's the Reds. I just want to see what score is.
Oh.
And he does make the call.
Yeah, that's Cleveland, right? That's
No, it's 50.
Oh, okay.
And the question is, does Ned after check? Are we going to see a check raise here from Ned?
All right, I got the under.
And we see a fold from Ned and a fold from OG. So now we're going, and a jack on the turn. Big Slick Rick in the lead here with his queen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
$12 to 1, Bob.
And they check around to a free card.
A lapper.
And it's a 9.
River is a 9. It's going to be a chop for Jared and Blake, depending upon what happens here with the betting.
Yeah, hopefully Big Slick Rick doesn't get too sticky with 2
He
pair here.
just might. He's got 2 pair here.
Yeah, 3
Not 20 after 3. 15
Does he
after
bet
4,
300?
He
5.
bets 300.
And the
I was
2 other
afraid he was going to
players.
go all in on that river card. Looks like raising chips, and it is. This pot's just going to continue to build.
Blake might just smooth call here just in case someone could easily have king 10. Just turned it. That 9 was just a card to get him in the trouble. I mean, what other hands are really going to beat you to a raise if you repop this like 2,000?
Yeah.
But there is 2 other players in the hand.
Guaranteed that if he does 3-bet this, Big Slick Rick folds quickly.
I think he
It
pretty
could
much
save
knows.
him, but if he makes this call, it's hard to say whether Rick would make this call or not.
This raise from Jared 775, basically screaming, well, I know he at least has a 10.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do I really want to raise on a chopping situation just in case if he has King 10? I think just a smooth call from Blake is the right play.
You guys are synchronized chip counts. Chip rattles.
Call.
And he makes the call. And Rick gets out of there.
They're going to chop this up, and they're each going to profit $285 on this pot. That was an interesting, the way that whole hand played out.
Because they had the same hand, Bob.
Even though he flopped top pair, Ned lost the minimum there.
I didn't even notice it until you said until you
Button moves, please.
He did, and then you did.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank
Button is right. It's my time, everybody. Good luck. Good seeing you all.
What moves with the time?
And we've got a dealer change coming in.
We both.
There's the VPIPs. Active table tonight. Lowest VPIP is at 28%.
Thanks.
Your lowest VPIP's almost 30%. That means everyone's engaging, going after it.
We joke around here as dealers that sometimes we get a, you sit down for a half hour to deal, that's considered a down. And sometimes you get what's called a scummy down.
Yes,
Right? And
scummy.
you sit down to deal, you deal a hand, and then suddenly your table breaks, and you only had to deal one hand, and then you have to clean the table up. Unfortunately for Patch, he got the opposite of the scummy down there with the live stream getting down. He had to keep getting instructions from Geo to pause and wait and pause and wait, and then get chip counts.
Yeah, that
I was like,
that's what you call the non-run good.
The non-run good,
Yeah.
as far as dealing a down. But thank you so much to Geo and
thought you were gonna do that too.
Patch
Patch
going.
for getting us through that situation.
Well, we got 8-7 suited in hearts versus 6-5 of diamonds.
yeah, you know.
145 in the middle, heads up.
I was like, you doing
6 right in the window.
fucking God.
Followed with the jack and a deuce.
You got all 16 of them.
Yeah. OG hits a piece of that, and he's going to bet it and take it down.
Bottom two pair there, Johnny. Yeah. Is that good? Yeah.
And Blake, like I said, trying to hit that 10,000 mark, having a great night so far. Also, we did have a reboot. If you hit the like button when we first were on, guys, that did go away because we had to shut down, reopen. So if you don't mind smashing that thumbs up, can I ask for you to do it twice in one night? I would appreciate it. If you could start that climb again, getting some traffic in here.
Shib, that'd be.
Got Brian Bazzi in the house. Thanks for tuning in. Blues back here. Tony Hall. Kiwi Colleen.
I'm saying for you.
There's a few. There's just so many. There's a few bluffs I can have. So.
Rank of 50.
Yeah, thanks for finding your way back. We appreciate it very much.
Oh, you didn't bet the whole game, did you? You just bet first 5, eh?
Miles on the button. He's got Queen 10 of clubs. Jared raised it up with 6-5 of clubs.
Are you sure, John?
OG, definitely an OG hand here, 7-6 offsuit. Just needs 30 to complete, and he does. So we're going to go 2-10 in the pot. And Jesse in the box giving us this flop.
We got a 3, deuce, 8, all diamonds, but Squadoosh the player's hands.
Dude, it's a real. It's a real
Where am
thing.
I like?
It's
Jared, the
yeah,
pre-flop
it's a real
aggressor.
problem.
Stop. Check.
Check around to a free card. Nobody likes what they see in the board pairs.
Is anyone gonna feel a little frisky? We do have a gut shot out there.
What do you like to? What do you like to play?
I don't really anymore.
Well,
Oh, Miles?
good position bet here for Miles. Going to bet 100, half the pot.
No, you're doing
80
500.
hours a week.
Picked his timing well here.
Good job, Miles. Way to use your position. Like I said, he's got a great table image to pull that off.
500 doesn't run very
Don't want to let a free card, and then someone just hits one of a little dinky pair and take it down, checked it all the way.
SARS, been your better up.
I was playing on WSOP a decent amount when it first dropped in Michigan, but I got sick of it real quick.
The action really dropped off.
Hey, thank you very much, Blue. I appreciate that.
With the merger.
Thanks for the thumbs up. Jam and Jay in the house, too. Appreciate everyone hitting that thumbs up button. Again, we were getting around 50. We just reopened this, and I believe we're getting close to 30 now, so everyone's
I think game
doing their
quality is
part.
kind of in question still from a couple guys I talked to.
Viewership's almost back to where it was. I appreciate that. We're climbing back. Getting that algorithm on the YouTube searches.
And a couple of my
I
buddies.
said our
who grind
message board is
tournaments
second to
were,
none,
like,
folks. I always appreciate you guys.
About, like, they're like, yo, why the fuck are these players playing these tournaments? Like, super killers who really shouldn't be playing, like, $100 and $200 tournaments, and they're playing them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Just boredom?
Probably just, like, 'cause they're playing live somewhere or something, or...
Heads up action, ace queen versus ace 10.
Mostly, it seems the merger.
Rick's going to bet after it in position.
Just so they could fill out more tournaments, like have larger fields. But then,
I mean, yeah, that's...
He bets,
that's,
over the pot,
that's what online
300.
poker is all about, is being able to provide the biggest guarantees for the tournaments. That's what determines where the traffic goes.
but then you bring a lot.
And Buddha makes the call. He is technically in the lead, and he hits a queen on the turn.
Heyo, little insurance policy.
Just had some folks chatting about Buddha needing to run well here. He does check it, and now he's going to bet it.
I hear BetMGM is really good.
Coming out strong. Betting over the pot.
9 or 1100.
The slightly higher rate, and there's not as good a rate bet program. So
But the thing is like none
He's
of
trying to
that
make it
even
look like a
matters
bluff.
if you're
He
getting to
is.
play with,
With over betting the pot, he sees Big Slick Rick only has like 500 left, not even close to covering that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
yeah,
And it would require Big Slick Rick to go all in here to make the call.
Literally trying to sell the missed spades. Hard from Buddha. Doing the old, oh, he's only got about 800, or what, 525 left. Let's make it like 1100. Try to make it look like I'm buying it.
And it does have Big Slick Rick thinking about it. Oh, and he makes the call. My goodness. And Buddha's going to pick up a $940 profit. On his way. There a comeback after the very tough hand. And the ducks are being collected. I think that's going to be it for Big Slick Rick here tonight.
Oh, Big Slick, thanks for playing. Always appreciate you.
So today is National Lefties Day, Left-Handed Day, and what a coincidence because it's Jonathan's birthday today.
Where did they come up with this stuff, though?
I don't know.
I'm learning of these. I mean, so it started like 10 years ago, I think. Like,
Oh,
also, you have
longer
like
than
National Siblings Day,
Yeah.
National Cousins Day. Now we got left-handed, right-handed.
Yep.
Are you going to have a national, what's it, the Web Feet Day? What is that called when you got the web feet?
Or if you have 6 toes.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's going on?
Yep. Ma Bob looking at Ace King. Raises it up to 50 under the gun. But
My
it's
brother's
also our
lefty.
security guard's birthday. Patrick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Richard?
Richard, I mean, excuse me.
Yeah,
Patrick's
Richard,
the other one.
Yeah, Richard's birthday today. Happy birthday to Richard.
Oh, and Rick is going to come back in.
There we go, Rick. Get back
He
in
didn't make it to the door. Jared now just needs 30 to complete. He's got the Nemesis, King Jack, and it is suited. He's got clubs, so we're going to go heads up. Baloo says both he and his wife are left-handed. You are part of the 17% of the population. Oh, and look at this. This could get a little messy. Check, and then a bet, and a call. Oh, and another spade.
No one
Nobody's
has
got
actually,
spades, though.
Might be an action killer card right there.
Either an action killer or somebody trying to steal it. But they go check, check.
Yeah, couple of oh no, definitely. I mean, if Mob Bob really wants to represent here. Oh, I'm surprised he gave up on the hand with just ace high. With the 4 spade coming out there, a veteran like that, the Sicilian swag. Thought Mob Bob might represent a little bit. on that river.
Look at all the lefties coming out of the woodwork
Yeah,
here.
my brother's a lefty.
I think that Jared's gonna make it bet a little bit more.
You know what the weird thing is though? Antonio golfs right-handed, even though he's lefty.
I know people like that. I have a good friend that is left-handed, plays guitar right-handed, and golfs right-handed.
Yeah, that's just. I'm dumbfounded by it.
I know.
Because he wasn't like a switch hitter in baseball or nothing like that. He played baseball. It's just in golf he golfs right-handed.
He's gonna hit, he got 3 outs, I know he's gonna get those. It's just a matter of how good it is.
It's almost like go figure.
Right.
Raise to 100. Fold. 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 Raise 350.
Oh, yeah.
Fold and all.
Big Slick Rick's all in with Ace Jack. Jared with the King's quick call.
Ooh, okay. That's a fair,
1K even.
decently fair fight.
And we got a deuce, 9, 5, a 4. Big Slick gets a few more outs, 3 or an ace, and it's an 8. And Jared's gonna stack them just like that. Jared picks up another pot, up to 7.8K. Big Texas in the house. Big Texas, hope you're having a max value Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. Rumble at the Reserve Tuesday night. 5-10-20 buy-in. I'm sorry, 5-10-20 blinds. It's a 300 max buy-in. Also match the stack. So technically someone could buy in up to 8,800 right now. Big Slick Rick, I think that's going to be the end of his night.
I think Jared's going to. Oh, sorry.
When you see like an ace with a pink card, you're thinking, all right.
He didn't give a fuck what he had. He was ready to gamble. He wanted to get it in. Yeah, he just wanted to win a hand.
I mean, he wasn't just gonna get in with whatever, but that definitely
No.
fell into the category
Yeah.
of like way good enough given the circumstances.
Absolutely.
Option.
Absolutely.
So we have 4 players.
It's not, again, I mean, it's not a terrible, there's worse hands, so.
Yeah, got a hand right there. I want a $25,000 pot right now.
Going to the flop, we got an ace, queen, 8 board, couple of hearts, top pair for Miles. Really, that's about it right now.
Broadway card. What else do you want? Well,
Broadway aces are
that's 350. You might call it right. You might not jam. Well,
That was what I had against you. I had ace 10 off.
When I 4-bet you?
Ooh yeah, I almost fucking
almost jammed
stuffed
that?
it right
Oh
down
my
your
God.
fucking throat. If you would have had like
Like
800 or 1,000
Yeah,
bucks
behind.
or something,
Yeah,
I would
oh,
have
sure.
for sure. And I still almost shoved.
Yeah.
That's so nasty.
I would have. I would
Handy
have.
got 8-10.
Huh?
The handy got 8-10.
Yeah.
That's a classic leveling war.
Ace 10.
I mean, I just
Ace
fold.
10.
Yeah, right.
it's only 8.
No, I know. Yeah, it's nothing crazy.
Me and him.
Yeah, you know the pride. Of
Last
it.
time though, he had
I wish
me
you
both
didn't
that.
call though, 'cause I was gonna call 300.
Oh yeah.
And I had
Intense.
3 calls.
Oh. Good fucking up, man.
But it didn't go, but you had queens in the button, right?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, 5, but
Yeah, that would have been a nice turner for sure. Yeah.
Raise to 110. 110.
Oh my god!
We're deep.
Oh,
That's a nice
Yeah.
We have a 4-4 deuce board, full house for Ned. Out flopping Blake. Couple of draws out there. He's going to try to build this pot up 75.
really, really bad.
Blake with the call. Jack of diamonds on the turn.
I wasn't gonna say an amount. I was gonna say I lost the last like 7 sessions in a row prior to today.
On the stream?
It's a good amount.
Yeah.
On this stream.
Don't say it too loud.
That hardest thing is usually 475.
Oh my goodness.
Play good when you're running bad.
And I actually, to be honest with you, all week I felt pretty good about my play, except one day I for sure played really bad where I just like dusted 6K in this PLO game, like for absolutely no reason. Just
Got one of them.
trying to drive action and they just, it wasn't happening.
What's the late game, Miles? Who do you like in the late game?
For the most part, other than that, I felt like I played
I
pretty
tied them. Tied the Indians. I won the under, and I took Dodgers first 5.
Dodgers what?
First 5 innings, Dodgers.
Gosh, what are you laying, 250 or something?
I didn't pick up any. I think I might have been laying 110 maybe. They're at Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
Country Dave called you all over the river with Jack.
Flush hits on the river.
Oh yeah, I was fine with that.
Mongo Ned trying to think about how much you can
I
get.
felt like I played it really good, and he made strapped on.
He bets
something
1400.
made a secure goal.
Yeah, he was hoping that flush hit for
I'll see you later.
Blake. It did not happen, but he takes on a nice pot though, flopping the full house
Good. Is that bad?
with the Mighty Ducks hand pocket deuces.
Better to call against me there if he thinks I'm bluffing too.
For you.
The thing is, that here's
Story
what I like
is
this when
it.
he has hearts. Like that's not what you want to have to call with, right? You want me to have hearts.
You can tell him, he's gonna see it anyway, Dad. Just tell him. I'm trying to get information from you.
No.
He doesn't give you
I'm
the
gonna-
info when you ask him though.
I'm
I'm
gonna see it, so it doesn't matter.
I was hoping that you were checking back, or you were snap checking there with an overpair. I think that's what you might have been doing.
Nice hand. On the river, right?
No, on the flop, sorry. I was assuming you were checking an overpair.
Raise.
Oh, nice.
Raise to 100.
Nice hand. I believe you. So.
100.
100?
Correct.
OG's going to come along. Jared with pocket queens. 9-5 of diamonds for the OG.
Yeah.
Oh my
quads.
goodness.
Quads for Jared. He's just hoping, please, OG, have those
What?
deuces like
Yes.
last time.
Please have something or have hearts. Unfortunately for Jared.
Flip it over, John.
And he's asking him to flip it over.
He ain't folding.
Yeah, a little overkill there.
Thank you.
Trying to make it look like a continuation bet. And
Mine was a more fun way though.
So we just did a shout out on the floor as they were coming back after their main break, the dinner break, for happy birthday to Jonathan, everybody's favorite southpaw, on Left-Handers Day, and then of course Richard. And big round of applause for those two guys on their happy birthday today. And I did get a count from Marissa
That's me.
before we entered tonight's satellite. We've got 165 people that have already qualified with vouchers. 165 vouchers.
okay, and what
Have
are we
been
up
given
to
out.
so far tonight?
And tonight there will probably be another 12, but I'll get that update soon. And then we have, including tonight, there's 5 more satellites, Dom. 5 more satellites.
So,
I mean, 165. That's a flight on its own. And here we're back to the action.
Bet 100.
You want one in red too, so you got it for the blinds, or just me?
Yeah, you can give me one of those, so that's a good idea. Just trying to get some chips over this side.
it's at 165, right?
Yep.
How much of the 600 goes in the prize pool?
600. So
No,
165.
not all. There's always admins
Well,
and
right.
dealer things, so I'm trying to think. I mean, I know we're looking at well over like at least 80,000 minimally. Honestly, maybe 90,000.
Close to it. Yep.
About 90,000 in the prize pool. So you already have.
Before day one.
Yeah, you pretty much before we have a single entry in the day one with satellites. Well, including tonight, definitely over 90. So I mean between 90 and 100K. So we already have 10%, and that's not including what Mad River satellites are doing.
Correct.
That's just the reserve.
Yeah.
So let's say Mad River matched us in satellites.
Right.
There's a potential where we could have just under maybe like 180,000 in the prize pool already before we even have a buy-in just through the satellites. I mean, that's a great start. Like I said, it's a $1 million guarantee, folks. But I fully expect $2 million in that prize pool.
Yeah, Tony. If Jonathan is 44, then I'm 72, I think. But
John turned 44?
no,
That surprised me.
that's Tony Hall saying he turned 44.
I believe that.
Tony says Jonathan turned 44.
Oh, no, I think Anthony. How old's Anthony? Because I'm 40. Anthony's about my wheelhouse.
He's right in your wheelhouse. He might be just a little younger.
He's somewhere around me, I'm assuming.
And even if it is, he's already in it. If he has a shit ton of chips, would just punt his equity for no reason, you know what I mean? Or whatever.
And we have a jack, 3 deuce board, couple of spades, ace high, still in the lead for Miles. Looks like check all the way around. A queen of spades now. Still nothing changes for either player.
Miles, position bet again, and I think he's going to
Yeah, if you see, I mean,
pay off for him again.
I'm glad he's playing this way, though. He's using his position, and he's picking his time to be aggressive. And he's had the best high card hand, but, I mean, it could easily get beat on the river. He's took it down some pots on the turn, which is queen high and now ace high, using his table image well. That's 2 for 2 now. Well done, Miles, switching it up.
I hope so.
Tony says he just turned 36 3 weeks ago.
Okay, so he's 4 years off. That's kind of wheelhouse right there. I knew he was around my age.
Sliding a barrel.
Well, and that's why I didn't get Tony a present, because it's only 36. I'll wait till he turns 40, and then I'll get him something.
You know what I got, Bob. You don't have to say.
What are you gonna try on that?
And speaking of position bets, now Mongo Ned with ace-7 on the button. He's going to raise it up to 60. Buddha makes the call with ace-6 of clubs. Jared gets out of the way, so we're going to go heads up. Advantage to the pre-flop raiser. Couple of spades and a couple of eights. Continuation bet, followed by a quick fold.
Probably choppy. Nice. Yeah, backdoor club. That's not reality.
Blue says I'm a youngster. Yeah, 62. 62 is still a good age. My dad's in his mid-60s, and my gosh, guy acts younger than I do. He has more energy than I do still somehow. I don't get it. Max Effort 313 says everyone in Michigan is super pumped for the Millie. Reserve rocks. Thank you, Max Effort 313, for the kind words. We're excited for it too. If you love poker, you cannot help but being excited for a tournament that we're guaranteeing $1 million, which you know it's probably going to be $2 million in. It's a $600 buy-in. There's been $65 satellites for over a month now. I mean, you talk about for someone like myself and Vic, you know, just middle-class gentlemen. This is a big prize pool made for everybody to play in.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could even just play a daily tournament for $60 and look at that as a satellite, and you could win like over 1,000.
Yeah.
You know, and that takes 600 out and then pocket like 400 left if you just come for a daily tournament.
Pocket threes versus ace, six of hearts. The threes are still in the lead here.
Besides the fact that everybody
For OG reaching for chips, I believe, and Ma Bob says no thanks.
The first time we didn't do it, and I didn't check last week.
I mean, I've been even thinking, Vic, to myself, like with our free roll that we've had for these Fridays. There's 4K guaranteed in the prize pool for our Friday night free rolls. There's 1,500 for first.
Yeah.
You could come in and play for the free roll. Let's say you do the dealer add-on at the beginning for $20. So for basically $20 the whole night, you could basically use that as like a $20 satellite where you could possibly win $1,500, get 2 seats, and put $300 in your pocket for gas and food expenses, and you'd still have a little bit extra.
I mean, I already ate.
Fucking
So
had
I already
ace.
had your
I
play.
was two
flop
$2,000
pairs.
I usually get that before I came
Okay,
here.
next hand.
If you want to get dinner,
Give it all
we can do
off.
that.
And some.
John,
We both been in a hole.
Maybe
inside.
if you're still hungry after steam, I'll be
triple
happy
hands
to
are straight.
Where the fuck are you guys gonna get food
I
at?
have no
No,
fucking clue.
the pizza place.
Oh, yeah, if you order now or something.
That's what
He
I was
said
saying.
after stream though. There's
Here come the limpers.
Waffle House, like Jeff.
I mean, you know, Detroit's.
That's
I did that one.
week.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we did that last week.
Yeah,
Last
yeah.
week.
You gonna bank
I actually was hungry, but I was too irritated and I didn't want to get home. I didn't want to go sit for that long and then be home an hour and a half later. I was like, I just want
I
to
was
go
40
home.
minutes late.
Blake's in a great position here to punish the limpers. He's chip leader here, 8,300 in front of him. 8-4 diamonds. It really doesn't matter. Play your position. Punish the limpers. Raises it up to 250.
Love it. Like I said, he mixes it up.
Show something dusty.
Dust.
No
Something
dust.
dusty to show?
No dust.
Jam and J, you know, and it is easy. It's opportunity. You know, when opportunity knocks, you got to open it.
Yes. No, nothing's easy.
Oh, not
Nothing is easy, but like I said, for low risk, I mean, those free rolls, I was really thinking, man, what a smart strategy, though.
6-9.
I mean, it paid out 10 spots, too.
Suited.
Gambo.
Gambo, we love Gambo.
Yeah, we all went 9 high flush.
I'll take a 9-9 flush over.
We're in the week of the $1 million guarantee, folks. The beginning.
You gotta lose some. I ain't mad at you. I'll fuck with you.
No, we're going to have Tuesday live streams right through this, right, on Tuesdays.
I believe we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll still have our Cash Tuesday live streams.
Mr. Gut shot in a 4-seat.
Just as John called, I gotta play along with John here.
Times he banks the boat in the river.
That's true. That's good check.
Alright guys,
I
now
got
this
it
is
twice.
These two, Dusty.
5 players.
Dusty 1, Dusty 2.
They don't look good. They look
Dust
They're
ball
dusty
city.
already.
Oh, that's not a dust.
Oh, I'm sure that's a board. I'm sure that's a board. That's a real dynamic plot.
I guess it'd be tough for me to start bluffing now.
Wow, what a flop.
Squeaky clean flop.
Wow, that was a nice flop. Wow, that was good. Yeah.
Just start blasting on
That flop could have been.
My cards are terrible.
Yeah.
Raise.
Fucking. Fucking ins and outs.
Thanks, Ron.
Thank you.
All right, we've got a dealer change. Adam, a.k.a. the professor, coming in.
There he is.
Big satellite.
And so glad so many people have found their way back to the live stream here tonight after we had a little interruption.
They do a good. They do.
And even though you did hit the like button in the last live stream earlier this evening, please do it again. We're at 33. And if you haven't done it at all yet, please do so. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and when you do, there is a little bell next to that. Click that bell, with all of the action that we've got coming our way, changes in the schedule due to our $1 million prize pool guarantee over a 3-weekend period. If you have hit that bell and subscribed, you're going to get notifications when we do go live. Can tell you for sure this Thursday for day 1A, we'll be going live at around 4 or 5 o'clock. Have a feature table for that first flight.
Mongo Ned, Jack 10 of clubs.
Bob raised it up to 150 with the ace queen of spades.
I think he wants to play a hand with him. Little re-raise.
And a 3-bet here.
600. Getting after it. The old look away. Just the blind look away.
Wow. Just like that, 1,300 in the pot, heads up.
And we have a ace, 6, queen board. Top 2 pair for MGM. Gut shot from Mongo Nation. I think MGM Bob has to check this, right? He hit it so hard, 2 pair.
350.
I even would love a smooth call. I'm sorry, I thought he was first to act. I thought the button was 1 spot over. He's on the button. I'd love a smooth call here. Yeah, I just... But like, what other board can you slow play on? He's gonna just min click it up. I mean, if it's ace king, I get raising. Yeah, top 2. I mean, I know you're going against a gut shot, but still, you gotta hope you run pretty good also when it holds.
John, they fucked us real good. No orange slices.
You know, I got in trouble for it even on the straight.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Check real hard. Real hard.
Makes the call, and now a club
Oh.
on the turn gives
Juicy
Mongo
card.
Ned more outs.
Yeah, there's enough in there. 1,500.
11, 13, 14, 15.
15, 20. Wow.
Oh, that's a good card for you to pick up.
Wow.
Was it 15?
15, 20.
Anybody need a water?
Yeah, Big Texas asking also, you don't play in between? Not sure what that is.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't understand that question. Maybe we can elaborate a little bit, Big Texas.
He's got the clubs.
And there's the call.
Here it is. 5,700 in the middle.
Yeah, and Ned needs some help here.
Just once, that's all I got.
Alright, you rolling them?
We know the ace of clubs has been folded by
One time?
Buddha,
So you went twice, right?
Yeah, one's good.
and I think he had another club. I forget what he had.
Never mind, never mind.
Here we go. And it's a flush.
Wow.
Runner for Mongo Ned.
Huge pot there for Mongo Ned.
I'll see you,
And I think that's going to be it.
Is MGM not re-upping?
I think he got felted a couple times here tonight.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, maybe when we did the reboot, you do not see often
Wow.
MGM leaving early. Let's just
No.
say that. He's normally till the very end. He's normally down the plate till 2 a.m. So yeah, it must
that
not
is
be his night.
You're right. That is something we do not see very often.
Was it ace queen 9 on the flop?
Do you guys just want to play 10 on 20 so half the table is in the blinds? Yeah, that's good.
That's fine.
I just
Yeah.
flopped top pair.
Are you okay with
Yeah,
that,
and then
John?
you turn the flush draw. Yeah, yeah.
Just make sure they have.
Nice hand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They want to change the game to 10-20.
That's pretty,
I know
We
you
got
folded
6
two
people,
clubs,
we
I
don't
wouldn't
have
have
tables,
called
two
them.
lines.
Blinds because we only have 6 hands.
Very
right
close. Sorry? 10, 20 is fine.
It's really a.
If he does that, he has to start the entire stream over.
If he just jams,
He
went-
would take
he went
away one
twice.
of the blinds.
Yeah.
He went
Just-
twice
he
with
has to
that.
change.
Yeah,
It
he's
makes
okay,
no
man.
change. It
I
makes
know,
no
okay.
sense. It's just the system.
No, I
I thought that was kind
understand.
of shit. I just thought that was kind of
Alright,
shitty.
whatever.
Like, oh, I'll go on somebody. You just went twice with me.
oh no, Miles is the 10, I think, right?
No,
Miles was
I
a
was 10 last time.
Oh, are you?
5, 10, 20.
Oh, we doing?
We can't change
can't-
Oh,
they
I
can't
see.
change it.
Oh, okay, we can't change. Okay, okay.
Sorry.
You'd have to
But-
restart the whole stream.
That's fair.
Just a software limitation.
Damn. We're gonna do I don't
Raise
think
to
I don't
17.
think you saw the hand that we played.
I didn't see it, but he told me that he turned a 2-pair and you turned a gutter.
He turned top 2 and he hit the gutter with it. Raised to 240 or whatever. How the hand he raised it. 240.
Is that a 4-bet?
Put it on it.
No, just 3-bet. I mean, well. I mean,
Buddha raises up with ace 10 to 70. Jared pocket queens. He's going to 3-bet this to 240,
All this feels good.
and Buddha lets it go.
Head back to.
Yeah, Concrete Dave, thanks for tuning in, by the way.
I mean, if he just
Got Baloo, Big Texas, Tony Hall.
I haven't had like
jams flop, I
Jim and Jay.
almost. Well, I had queens against that, but I'm saying I've been like so hard that I'm here.
I made it 350.
Had a couple of players, Big Slick Rick and
I know
out
it's
MGM.
like, it's gonna sound stupid
Got
or,
felted
like,
a couple
like
times.
whatever,
Early night for those
like,
gentlemen.
You know how slow the game is. It's
But
like
yeah,
a pretty
I-
small
I
sample
agree.
size, right?
Yeah.
Like on the stream in general, all the streams, I've been extremely hard at, like overall on all the streams, like as a whole.
Are you betting turn? If it goes just like
I'm just gonna jam
like
there.
bet call. Oh, okay. He snapped. He snapped. Got it.
Well, if he just doesn't, if he doesn't.
King Jack of Hearts here for Blake.
Right. I'm saying, but
Raises it up to
we can call
50.
flop.
Miles
Yeah. Okay. Then.
on the button. Ace 9 offsuit.
Then no, it makes sense.
These values change quite a bit now that we're down to playing five-handed.
Don't forget this.
And you got put your limeade in the
That was a cooler, Bob.
Cooler, there's fucking 4 of them. That was worse.
And Bob has decided to come back. In the meantime, 180 in the pot, three-handed. Here comes the flop from the professor and a queen right in the window for Mongo Ned.
God damn.
Check around to a free card. Makes no difference. 6 of diamonds. And a check again here from Ned.
Nine from Mongo.
Check mark now for Mongo. Bets 150. We're going to see a couple of quick folds here. Oh no, Miles got the 9 on the river.
Yeah, that could be a good card for Mongo Ned to get paid off with if he's a non-believer. Yep, Mongo gets paid off. 280 profit. By the way, shout out to Big Texas using what in the tarnation? I haven't heard that. That's old school right there. That's saying. And there is our satellite. Look at that. Let's see how many places we got. Can we get 6? We're at 6. Keep going. 10. How many seats? 11. Yes. Can we get 12? Oh, we got 12. What about the unlucky 13? Well, we're not that unlucky. How about 4? So 13 seats and 14th place gets $300.
Yeah.
Congrats. 135 entrants. $65 buy-in.
I'm guessing it'd be
On the
10.
weekdays.
10
Good work.
There we go, right in the middle.
Nick, the buy-in for this game is 500 to 3,000, but it is match to stack. So technically, if you sit at the table, Blake has 8.3K. You could buy. Actually, Mongo Ned's got 8.9K now. He took the lead, so you could pretty much buy in close to 9,000 if you're just sitting down, or you could top off your chip stack at any time. Yeah, Ned is on fire. I agree.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible to be playing 4 players. 4-handed. I mean, it's possible. Check. Not like the check. Yeah, you check. Check around. Really.
OG has the check mark here with a full house. 6 is full of 4s. He bets 50, but nobody else really has anything to hope for here. Unless Jared wants to try to go after it. Nope. Fold, and Mongo folds. $180 profit there for OG, who's off. He's having a pretty good night as well. Just about $36,000 on the table here. And we are six-handed. Had a couple cancellations tonight.
Play this tournament at all?
Was this the satellite for the big one?
No, the big one. I mean, are you gonna play in the big one?
When is the big one?
Starts Thursday.
Starts Thursday, but the next 3 weekends.
Yeah, off
Why
the
are we not
car.
having them on Sundays? 2 Sundays and the first 2 Sundays.
So how many flights?
Oh, that's
A lot.
10.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So I can
At
just lay
noon.
reg?
And then the very last day, there's a 7
So you
p.m.
sure just lay
Turbo.
next week or the week?
Why not
following?
Sunday?
Yeah.
I think-
Three-
I think that'd be a big
Three
one, like an
days,
early
3
day
weekends
for
in a
us,
row.
no matter what. I mean, we're usually out of here at 6 p.m. Like, so I just didn't want it going.
Is there 2 flights a
late.
day?
Nope, just one.
No.
No, just
One,
Just
so
the
The
9.
last
It's gonna be
Saturday, we
9.
have a turbo at 7.
Oh, okay, so that's the
There's 9
time.
at noon and 1 at 7. But the last one's at 7.
Heads up action.
All of them are at noon.
A6 suited versus King 7 offsuit.
Fuck for the tournament.
The guy that won.
Top pair for Blake, but a nut flush off of OG John. This one could get big.
I wish I was fucking closer. I'd just fucking blast endless bullets.
Yeah.
The guy who won the last one played in the turbo at the last minute. That's how he won. He got a
Is it?
seat the very last.
Yeah, it's the guy that's won 2 in a row. 2 big ones in a row. One from Mad River, I think, that guy.
Yeah, and I knocked him
First.
out of the first one,
Yeah.
and he just rebought.
He's won 2 big ones.
Is it good?
Hyper aggressive.
Yeah.
So I think they're getting mixed up. They're talking about
Played
Durrani.
with him a whole lot.
He won our $250,000 and did we have a 500K?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he won our 500K guarantee and our $250,000 guarantee, but the millie was not him on that one.
No.
But yeah, I mean, still, our last 2 biggest tournaments. If you had to put a favorite
What time do you usually
in a crazy playing field and pick someone,
I wake up.
it's hard not to
6:30.
pick him because he's been literally on fire.
Yeah, he has. He has.
I can't sleep when the sun comes up.
There's the VPIP.
It wakes me
Everyone's at least at 30%. OG in the lead at 55. No surprise there.
So yes, Kyle, we did have a little bit of interruption in the live stream about an hour ago, I believe.
and then play poker.
And we had to reboot the entire live stream. So this is why you're only seeing 37 thumbs up, because we need some of these folks here that were on there earlier. Hit that like button again.
No, it doesn't have to be in the morning. You can set your schedule for whenever you want
Cheeseburger in the house. You know, I saw Cheeseburger on our break, but he was actually walking out, so I was actually going to stop him, but he was almost halfway to the door.
Right. But
Cheeseburger.
it's important for the
Wish I would have gotten to say hi to you, brother. Hope you're doing
You
well.
want it to dry out completely. But you don't want it to get too wet either. You don't want it to be soggy wet. That's the hardest
Yeah,
part about
Concrete
it.
Dave paying homage to the OG. I think everyone loves the OG. 4, 8, 10, 7 on the flop, 5 on the turn, and right now Deuces still in the lead.
OG wants to see where he's at with his ace high. Puts a bet out there. Miles calls with ace high.
Started growing weed.
Miles did have a gut shot. No, he had a open ender, excuse me. Or OG had an open ender. Doesn't matter. Miles is the one that got aggressive after the river, and so he takes that down.
Yeah, maybe come back in a little bit. I had to stop getting
Anthony,
WSOP.
crack me up all the time.
This is a leak.
Leak in my game.
Should I had a...
I'm like playing the Colossus. I'm in for twice as much in massages as the buy-in. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
King 9 versus Jack 10 right now. OG with the King 9, first to act. Buddha in the batter's box. Tuning up. Blake now 6s. Here comes Comes in
140.
swinging for the fences.
Yep.
140 to go.
Raises it to 140. OG makes the call. Buddha gets out of the way. Heads up action. 330 in the pot.
And we have a 4-3 queen board. Sixes. Still in the lead.
Check.
Ten of spades on the turn. Get some more outs for OG with the gut shot. And sixes are still good.
Yeah, Michael. Bob is done. Got felted a couple times tonight. Just not his night.
John, posting at the sun, will you?
Oh, did you demolish those already? I'm sold. Fuck it.
Don't pass one. Gotta go up, down, bro.
Are you sure?
You're gonna break the rules, though.
Yep, just yelling
Don't
at me
be
in my ear right
flagrant.
now.
Don't be flagrant.
Sorry, blame me. You blame me.
Rule breaker.
Rebel.
Ace-8 offsuit for Jared in the cutoff, and he's going to raise it up to 50. Blake gets out of the way quickly with that 3-deuce.
Yeah, gum's okay, mints are okay, but Skittles no? Why?
No, I mean, I get what they're saying, but I'm not making them us.
Skittles, then it'll be raised to 50. It'll be ice cream, John. It'll be ice cream, dude.
Were you here? You were here for that, weren't you?
Yes,
I literally dove across the table to save the fucking table.
50.
OG
It wasn't even the stream.
flopping a flush draw here. Jared
Yeah.
has middle pair with an ace kicker.
Yeah, he's sitting right there in that seat.
Someone's sorry.
Did you drop the ice cream, Jesse? No, close.
Almost. Yeah.
And the diamond comes.
Ew. Now Jared, too, with the nut flush draw. He's going nowhere.
The amount
Big
of
handler.
hands today compared to last.
Oh my god, I was thinking that. Yeah.
Dude, how many big hands we've had? Like at least 8,
Big ones.
9.
And there's a call.
Several 400 plus big blind bombs.
Well, last week.
No, sorry. No, I mean, it was,
Last week there was like only 5 all-ins, 4 all-ins.
yeah, there's been a lot of all-ins.
Who didn't show up that said they were coming?
Oh, no.
2 people.
275.
275 is the bet.
200 plus.
Jared with just a pair of 8s here with an ace kicker.
That's it, Joe.
All blue.
What'd you say?
All blue.
All blue?
They're religious haters.
Straight draw and a flush draw.
Hey.
Really hit something. You got that fucking.
I could have got lucky on you. I had the ace of diamonds.
Yeah, I wonder if you had
I mean, you should have told me that you folded 2 clubs pre-flop, so I wouldn't have made the call on the turn. You knew that.
Mongo now with 8-6. No dice. OG suited queen.
Yeah, it's completely fucked.
I would have been.
I blame this on you. We're short a player.
Yeah, Kyle, we're only 6-handed here tonight. We did have a couple of players.
They got felted multiple times, so
Got
they called it
felted and a couple
quits.
players that
I wasn't even know.
That's the main reason why
Not
Mongo
making
netted.
tonight.
Well, you see Mongo net Blake and Jared.
Yeah.
At least 7.7, between 7.7 and 8.8 thousand. Even OG up to 6.2. There is a definite reason for that. Though that is not from them buying in super high. That is from them taking from others. MG and Bob had a rough night soon with Big Slick Rick.
Seems like there's almost always at least one open seat.
Raised to 50.
Yeah.
Never used to.
Under the gun for Blake with queen 10 of spades, and he's going to raise it up to 50. 10-4 for Mongo, 10-4 for OG, but OG with the 10-4 of diamonds, he's going to complete here. Call the 45.
No, that's not.
Now 5-4 offsuit for Jared. He needs 30 to complete.
I thought he was German, John.
German? Is there an Asian guy here?
I thought you were German.
Look at that. Asking players.
160 in the middle, three-handed. And we have a 8-3 king board.
Kicked off YouTube.
Advantage to the pre-flop aggressor, which is Blake. 85 continuation bet here, and I think that's going to go all the way through.
Of course. The other week, guys, I put in like $200 for like 10-3 and bought like.
You did? You fucking did?
Bought
I
two
remember
against
that.
Miles. That was funny.
Miles, did you ever go back and watch that hand when you had you folded deuces?
I didn't watch that last week.
Yeah. Remember it was it went chip. You were I think
Last week?
Yeah.
I didn't watch last week.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I was just kidding. It was fun.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
Under the gun, the nemesis for Miles. He's going to call.
Bluffing a lot.
Mongo gets out of the way with his 6-5.
You got some through.
On the button, 9-7.
That's a nice bluff.
Yeah, he was.
Buddha, no thanks.
Yeah, you had to really work for that.
The bear.
Minus 125.
I don't know. I really no, like you guys have to work for it.
You have to work for it.
Place nine offsuit.
Let me see. I don't
Two
know.
players with the nemesis.
Really easy. Sorry.
King Jack, 4 players going to the flop, 85 in the pot. Or wait, maybe Blake is deciding to exercise his option.
Yep. Might have gotten slow rolled. Yeah, there it is. 150. Coming in hot. OG John just likes more chips in the pot, so he's definitely more happy to play this 9-7 now.
Yes. Got 2 people to fold, but not OG, so it's heads up. A free card
Did you hold? Did you hold?
Dodgers first 5.
and double belly for OG, and he's going to bet out 250.
Did you hold the under on the Indian team?
I didn't.
Oh, you
no,
bet.
I took them.
Blake has second pair with the king kicker.
I did 3 games. And the other 2.
595 in the pot.
7-1 in the quarter. That's just money on the Dodgers first 5.
And Blake's not going to tangle with him. Shows the jack. But OG shows.
Johnny go.
Double gutter.
Double gutter.
Lay down, good, coming in.
Tommy wasn't.
OG stacking up more chips.
Shit. I know that.
Yeah, you know when John flashes you a double gutter and he says good lay down, he means it.
I know. You know, John, I know
Not
you're
just
saying.
fucking with you.
That ugly goddamn six is gonna show up, but that didn't help, man.
What city do you live in? What city do you live in? I live in
Rural, yeah. Did you move from Troy?
like the same area. Like I'm right on like the border. It's the same thing.
I thought you said.
OG's going to call with the king 9.
Of what?
Of Troy and Birmingham.
Oh, Birmingham. Okay, yeah.
Mongo Ned got rid of the suited jack or the Buddha. Queen 9 on the button. Seems good. Blake has some suited cards. Says, why not? So 4-handed going to the flop pick.
Yeah, I just
A polite hand.
so it's not like I.
And we have ace 7-10, couple of clubs.
But I mean,
Pair of
Check
tens for
around.
Blake.
Free card.
And now he gets a flush draw with his pair of tens.
125.
Bets 125.
And over the pot.
Yeah, this is probably going to go through.
Yeah, there's only 85 in there.
And it does, and he continues to run really well here tonight.
Yeah, well, I'm curious what you like. It depends what type of. I don't even know what type.
Both Blake and Ned at 8,800 in front of them. Jared 7,600.
right off the main street.
Oh, is it a star?
Just about $36,000 on the table,
There's
6-handed.
like 2 good Indians, or there's 2 Indian places in.
I want to thank everybody for joining us and finding us after we had to reboot. There will not be cash game live streams this Thursday and Saturday, but Thursday, day 1A begins at noon.
Ronan's very
And
good.
Dom and I will be in here calling a feature table at around 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I've eaten
Like, there's
pizza,
decent
like, a
spots
shit
for
ton
dinner
of spots,
there.
shit ton
Top
of
10% of the field from day 1A goes on to day 2.
Where's that?
Really good. Look. The Amatos. It's like right across the street from the big parking lot right there at Ford.
So we may be here until we get down to that top 10%, or we may just go for 3-4 hours. But we will have some action going here as part of the $1 million prize pool guarantee.
Big allure a few times, it's okay.
And you heard these players discussing it just a minute ago. Thursday, Friday, Saturday this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday next weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the weekend after that. Day ones beginning at noon, and then the last Saturday there will be a turbo at 7 o'clock. So 10 day ones.
Actually, I like that little tie
Day
spot
2
for
will
railroad.
be both here and at Mad River in Dayton on Sunday, September 1st. But then everybody comes here for day 3
Pretty good.
on Labor Day.
Definitely an adjustment you're seeing at the table playing six-handed. It's kind of nice to see at the same time. I know we always strive for full-handed tables, but with a couple of players
Is that by Detroit?
having early nights and these players are all deep
Like
into the game,
less than 20 minutes.
definitely tweaks up your style, opens up your range, hand strikes, change pre-flop.
OG now hits an 8. He takes the lead in this hand.
Yeah, he lives at like 12.
He did have the lead with his king, but
he lives like right off Woodward. I don't know if he lives in Royal Oak or Berkeley, but he's like right in that area for sure. 20 minutes.
so $130 profit there for the OG.
And Ned doesn't even know where it's from.
No, I just do it.
Yeah, exactly. He just no, it's just this
that
like
a
really
chain or
this
just
funny
one?
thing my girlfriend does.
Both just one.
And then like I just adopted it because I'm like, this is
Bro,
hilarious.
I've seen other people do it though.
Yeah, like she'll be walking around like she'll forget something.
They have the best RNG.
Wait, did I do it in the Big Hand with Bob?
RNG.
I did it, I did.
Anytime I've had RNG from anywhere else, I like.
I think so.
it's
So I
garbage.
told her like if you tune like because she watches and shit.
First
I'm like
time I
you tune
ever
in. I'm like I'm gonna say
There is the best one I ever had.
Yeah.
I've had it like a dozen other places. and They don't compare.
It's just silly. It's just a silly thing.
Where do you meet your girlfriend, Blake?
We met like officially what was it, like 8 or 9, like last October-ish on Hinge.
Oh.
Went on a few really great dates and stuff,
Yeah.
and then just like didn't talk for like 5 months, and then reconnected.
Oh, sick.
Really, nothing went bad. It just like life got
I was going on. I went on a couple of really good.
and then you were on a
dates.
vendor.
Well, yeah, but I went on one. Yeah, different.
I was too.
Yeah, but I was on a really good one. A date with a really nice girl, and then like we went on like 4 or 5 dates going great.
But then
like
she-
they didn't see you bring up poker. She was like,
No, she was like you're too tall.
So this week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, besides the day ones that begin at noon each of those 3 days,
Like almost like they are like.
also there will be satellites. So this Friday night, as we typically have
Did you ever see that?
our free roll,
That Greg goes all in.
we will not be having our free roll this Friday night. That will be a
Yeah,
satellite.
the German guy.
That is not a milestone. That's a regular satellite, $65 buy-in.
He did,
Old Faithful.
One of his videos was
The one that never let you down.
That's right.
it was like a video of like
Oh,
a
I've
date
seen
trying
this, I've
to
seen
tell a girl that you play poker for a living or whatever.
I've seen that.
And it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I had to watch it.
What was it?
Yeah,
I forget
you'd like it a lot.
the
Like,
punchline was
100% dead on relatable to like what we're
The
talking about.
punchline was like really funny with him. I forget what it was.
Pocket eight's my favorite hand. We got some competition here.
I
Suited
forget what it
9-7,
was, too,
King
but it
Jack
was,
suited,
yeah,
Ace Jack suited.
'Cause they, like,
Here we
go
go,
through the whole
folks.
thing. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, so you're this.
Yeah.
This one should be a good one.
Raise 350.
There it is. Get after it.
Blake needs 300 here to complete with pocket eights. We saw him call a pretty big raise earlier with pocket threes. And he is running well tonight, so let's see if he can hit or avoid some other cards here to make those eights hold up. Very tempting for Buddha with that King Jack of diamonds, but he lets it go. 1,100 in the pot now.
We got a 7 ace 3 board, couple of diamonds. OG flops mid pair, top pair for Jared. Blake still with his 8s.
$375 is the bet.
Going for value.
Blake.
I think he's got a lot of chips in front of him. He's like, you know what, I'll peel one more.
Maybe.
Yeah, now maybe the possible pump fake.
And he does make the call. OG now likes the size of that pot after hitting a piece of the board with his 7.
Yeah, he probably knows he's probably behind, but he's hoping for a good turn. 3 players, 2,200 in the middle. And a second ace now for Jared. And now you got to wonder about Blake. If he called, it's either did he call to just peel one for a good price, or did he call because he was suspicious? Because now with that second ace there,
Yeah.
it's looking less likely that the bear has what he was acting like.
Check.
Same with the OG.
Oh, and Jared letting a little rope out here.
I wouldn't be surprised if Blake comes out with like 675 to try to get some idea on where he's at in this hand. Maybe even 825.
$750.
Wow. Way to go, Dom.
Yeah, trying to get some information. Jared with the call with 3 of a kind. Now to the river. And it's a deuce. Jared still with the check mark.
3,700 in the pot.
Now Jared should bet this. I mean, unless you're literally putting him on diamonds. I don't think there's a reason for Blake to bet right now. I completely understand the turn bet. But right here, yeah. Yeah, either has the ace or the missed diamonds, and you're not going to get anything out of missed diamonds. So good check by Blake, not getting greedy.
I've been eating around here a
Nice
lot.
pot for the bear.
I like to eat before
So yeah, Jam and Jay, I was here when the OG came through the door, and sure enough, he had his big gulp in his hand.
I do.
What time do you fucking leave at? 3?
What do you mean?
What time do you leave?
Oh.
Come here.
Well, I usually leave work at like 3:30 or 4.
Okay, so you leave.
And I
work.
get why the bear checked back. I mean,
Oh yeah.
you're almost probably putting him on a semi-bluff with diamonds instead of pocket 8s. We can see the cards, and you're thinking, oh, this is a good spot right here to get value with the 8s. But at the same time, if he had missed diamonds, if you bet, missed flush is obviously going to fold. So bear's checking over, hopefully that he can put on his bluffing shoes if he had a missed flush draw and try to take down the pot. So the hand played out pretty well for what the players are supposed to do in that hand. Bear definitely got some value on that turn slow playing
Yeah.
when he hit his second 8. It was well played.
Yes, it was. I agree.
Sure, I guess, depends on how much.
OG did a button straddle, and no takers. So he just takes down the 5 and the 10 and the 20.
Cause you didn't said your name. If you had said, "Hey, this is Buddha," check out
This is our Tuesday night Rumble at the Reserve 5, 10, 20 game. This is a $500 to $3,000 buy-in. It is match the stack as well. Goose, good question. Why only 48 likes when we got 100 viewers?
I did.
It does help us a great deal. We really appreciate your participation.
Sent it to a couple of my poker friends.
And even then some when you do hit that like
so
button.
crazy smart.
Yeah, we're 2 likes away from 50. We always try to get up to 100.
Like, what the hell?
So if you guys don't mind taking a moment and smashing that thumbs up, let's try to get to like 60, 70 likes, please, in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Maybe in the final hour we could get a big push for that 100.
You were the third line, right?
Yeah.
Three-handed 165 in the pot.
Yeah, King 9 Jack. Flush draw for Miles. Mid pair with the gutter for Buddha, and he's going to lead out on the button. Standard position play.
OG quickly gets out of the way, and here comes the turn, and it is a club.
Yeah, I think Miles definitely wants to. Did Miles check to him that quickly, eh? Yeah, because, well, actually, Buddha, wow, gets
Hits
it
the straight. Yeah.
I was looking at the flush hitting for
I know.
Miles, and I neglected Buddha.
Yeah.
Miles here, this is a good opportunity.
There's a brick.
No.
Check and check to showdown. I don't blame Miles for checking that.
I mean, yeah, it's great.
I don't like
It's
it.
a nice-
No?
Just because there wasn't 50 million people in the pot, Buddha. I mean, we talked about how hard it is to hit a flush. I'm not saying you got to get married to it, and if you re-pops you all in. But to check it on the river, I actually wish he would have let out on the turn when his straight would have hit. It would have made Buddha possibly think like he had a bigger made hand, and he didn't want to see a club come on the river. You could disguise your flush a little bit easier with that. There's 4 cards to a straight out there. Buddha had the perfect hand to get value. Then you can lead out for maybe like 450, 500 on the river. That's literally like a $900 swing
my
right
buddies
there.
went to go to Ronin one day and it was like slammed. They were like, "Oh, we don't want to fucking sit
If there's
here for 40 minutes," you know what I mean?
5
It was
players,
like
I
a
get
club,
it.
and they
Right.
Found that place and they went. This is walking distance from there. They went in. They were like, "Wow, this shit was fucking cool."
Buddha going to come in. He's really trying to make a comeback here.
I'm gonna go check it out.
King 5 of hearts. He calls.
I just had 2 buddies who.
Miles just calls with ace 10. So we're going to go friendly pot size.
Yeah,
3-handed.
patty cake time. We got a 946 rainbow board.
There, you definitely gotta try that.
And Buddha, my
The Amados, they're 2 like great go-to spots.
okay for a second. Well, I was about to ask. I thought Buddha was reaching for chips, but now he turned an open-ended straight draw with a flush draw. Mongo Ned with a flush draw. Miles with ace high's done this a couple times successfully, so he's trying again.
Another spot that's a really good food spot out there.
Technically, Miles still has the best hand, even though there's all those draws out there.
Great spot to eat. It's Matt and Mo's Italian beef. It's called.
Mongo's going to raise up with his flush draw. Very hard for Buddha to get away from this, and he doesn't. He makes the call. Easy for Miles to get away from it, and he does. So now 665 in the pot, and here comes the river.
I'm not a big fan of that style.
And
of
Buddha with
sandwich,
king high.
But it's phenomenal.
Has the
It's
lead.
best I ever had. Then they have like other. They do ice cream there. They'll have like they'll do like their own different custom soft serve
Let's see,
flavor. that they
if
make.
Mongo-
Check, showdown, king high, and Buddha takes down 370 in profit.
Nice hand.
Damn. Oh, that's nothing, buddy. I've had a way worse couple of those on here.
Oh, there's
where I
Chelsea.
fucking lost to a hand that I'm like, wow, I am really the fucking worst.
Hey, you go all in, I snap call.
Right.
You were in the hand, but another place you
What
can
a
check out,
sick
not a
turn card
sit-down
for
restaurant, but a great place you can probably go pick up something to eat. It's not too far. It's like 9 inch on arm, so pretty close. There's Matt and Mo's Italian beef. It's called.
What a sick turn card.
No, it's just it's the way it's set up is like an ice cream stand. It's just like walk up, counter only. They got some picnic tables and stuff outside. They got like Italian beef sandwiches. You know, Italian beef sandwich, like the shaved beef with like the au jus and stuff. Which I'm not even a huge fan of that particular style of sandwich, but it's like the best I ever had. 50.
I'm gonna stand on the turn.
Jared
Ned. You
sits
call
down.
it, Jim?
Yeah. I
Gets a
call it.
massage. Bumps it up 50 with the suited king.
Hearts are dead.
OG waking up with the ladies.
Pair outs were good.
Oh, is he away from the table?
OG was away from the table for those queens.
He's normally not away from the table. Must have been a
typically
little
is
bathroom
not.
break. Okay, maybe the big gulp got him.
The big gulp got him.
was costly.
Yeah.
You know, I know he goes to a different place now for his big gulps for like a 25-cent difference.
Yeah.
How much did that big gulp cost him by going to the bathroom?
I'm like, oh my god.
Probably
they
at
both
least a
did
couple
that.
$100 bucks.
Of, you know that. Well, did one of them have the dominated flush draw and one of them have the ass end of the open straight? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They had
Or
one. So
just-
that was like the only out was the ass end of the straight draw.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Jared raises to 50 again, this time with 8-6 of clubs, 7 of 5 diamonds for Blake, and he makes the call.
That's fine. That's wild.
Couple of clubs for Mongo as well. But Buddha gets out of the way, so we're going to go three-handed. 180 in the pot.
6-handed game. This action's been great. We've been
It
getting
has
a lot
been.
of 3-4-handed flops going on here. Everyone's staying involved, Vic. 3-8-5, all hearts. Top pair for Jared, Blake, mid pair, bottom pair for Ned. So all three players get a piece of it.
Rated 150.
I really wanted to jam, but didn't like it.
I like this raise from Blake. Good way to figure out where you're at with those 3 hearts out there.
Now, action card is Jared gets top 2 pair. Blake turns open-ended straight draw with his 5. He might have liked to see a free card with that one.
Checks around.
Check, and he does get a free card.
Now that Jack, I'm curious to see if Jared checks this, if Blake is going to fire. There is a flush out there. There's a straight out there. I'm not sure, because it is 6-handed. It makes it harder to get away from these hands.
Yes.
Jared looked like he's going for it. 7 1/4.
Yep, making an overbet here with 2 pair. Which is making Blake think about it.
Thought you were gonna do that, Jared. I mean, that's sick to do that with Jack, though. Jack. Sorry, guys, give me a sec.
You're in no rush, man. You take your time. Don't rush at all.
I thought you were gonna do that.
He's taking his time, and I don't blame him. There's 1,200 in the pot. This hand kind of played out a little strange with the turn and now the river.
What do you prefer, my friend?
I like that he was trying to talk to Jared there and getting a little reaction out of him. It doesn't hurt at all. Try to get a little bit of a reaction.
Oh, man, I think seeing some of your bluffs. Okay, come on, give me like 50 seconds. This would be a pretty cool CALL.
There you go. He avoided temptation, Vic.
Yes, he did.
Like I said, it's 6-handed. It's a lot harder to sometimes let those go. There's a lot more moves, and the players are aware of that. This is where the
My
bluffs
favorite thing is when
kinda get
people
revved up a little
fold
bit
on a
six-handed.
river bet
Yeah.
And then they instantly say, I think it was a bluff.
I think it.
He obviously had a strong feeling it was. He thought a long time about calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It's a great thing about the stream, you get to go see.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, he's gonna overbet 1.5x and I'm gonna cry. What's it gonna win that? Exactly what I thought. Blunder. Yeah.
Price, 60.
You know that, I know that.
Mongo Ned, 7 deuce.
That's why I
Cards
hate
don't
that
matter.
shit.
Play position, play the
That's why I
player.
hate that shit.
Raises it
You
up to
know,
60.
He knows too fucking much.
I'm like,
40
you
for
know,
Jared.
I'm like, you know that it's the same
And he
thing-
shows
same
the
thing
bluff.
as that.
What?
He's like, you know
And
that
now
I know
OG
that.
coming back in.
It's the leveling.
Looks like he's going to refuel here with a
Yeah,
Diet
it's-
Coke.
How deep can it go?
I'm like, okay, what is happening?
Nobody
right
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Shit,
What's funny is
we got to see one of the deepest leveling wars ever in the summer. The Yo Viral fucking hand. That fucking. Who's the guy who was against the fucking like 6-bet bluff on the river? You seen that?
I don't
right?
know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? From
No.
WSOP? It's like Yo Viral and another guy.
think I-
The river got checked to the river. It's heads up when they're playing heads up at the final
And
table.
there was
It
like
gets
a
checked to
flush-
the
was
river.
there like a flush?
5 clubs on the board.
Oh, I did see that one.
And it went like bet, raise. It literally got
Either
to
one
like
of them
a
had it.
6-bet jam, and nobody had a club.
And look at that.
He just kept-
Just like that, we get a walk.
And it's like literally, and that right there is the
First
definition.
walk of the night that I remember.
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's for a bracelet.
Not yet, Jim and Jay.
I mean,
We're
I
not
could do
there yet.
something like that.
We're close.
We're close.
That
It's getting
possibly,
closer.
Like,
highest level.
could be maybe the most pivotal hand of like your career in poker.
But I like that you're getting jacked up on Mountain Dew for it, though.
It's like just to be capable of doing
I like
that,
it.
it's, like, so special.
Yeah, it's a super psycho.
50.
I've seen that one.
Here's a raise of 50 from OG. King 10, King Queen now for Buddha. Making the call in position. Jared
500 buy-in or something.
needs 45 to complete, and he does with the 9-7. And Miles now looking down at pocket fives.
It was heads up in whatever tournament. I'm not sure what
Ned,
tournament.
have you ever seen that hand where the Asian woman folded?
And he calls, so 210 in the pot, four-handed. Young Patrick in the box.
She rivered a
And here
boat
comes
right
that
in front
flop.
of her.
I think.
And we get a
correctly,
3
too.
jack
Correct
ace
that
board
fully
rainbow.
correctly.
I think I saw that.
And,
Couple
like,
of gut
the
shots
guy
at
had
Broadway.
was the
Yeah.
Asian
Right now,
woman.
fives are the best made hand for Miles.
I think
I was like, no, she just shrugged and goes like,
Quick call there from
just, like,
Buddha.
snap up. So I'm like,
Yeah,
what am I watching? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just like losing my tournament like
Yeah, it's just like you're sitting there like, I don't give a fuck that you're correct in this one time. That's such a punch.
And check to a free
Like,
card.
Crazy.
Buddha's got a fire
I
if he
think it
gets
was-
checked
I think it
over.
was ace king high flop. or
I'm
board.
shocked.
So I
Like,
guess
he has the
she
best
put on
hand
kings.
with the quick call, but I think Buddha's played on this live stream against OG John enough where when OG John fires and Buddha checks and they check back and forth, normally Buddha catches them, but just in case if he had like the fives
Yeah.
with all those overs, I would like to see Buddha bet out
I
there.
just remember her just like, she
So,
just shrugged and just
OG does have a lot of respect for Buddha,
Yeah.
basically just
and I think Buddha needs to realize that. It
Yeah.
worked out fine here,
Yeah.
but in other
always
situations,
have kings and aces.
I think Buddha should lay out like about a 33% bet if that sequence goes to whatever the pot is at the time.
Right.
Really good at getting Jared like that.
Anastasia, thanks for coming back. We did have a little interruption tonight on our live stream. Had to take a break for about 20-25 minutes to reboot and get things back on the
Surprised you overbet. It really was. I thought that you could have.
I had a very odd hand to overbet with.
3 king 4, couple of diamonds, ace high still in the lead. Now the 9 gives Jared a flush draw to go along with his ace high. Just a gut shot from Mongo Ned right now.
Usually, yeah.
And Jared now hits a pair.
Don't know what that was about.
Basically saying I'm donking on giving away these chips.
Yeah.
Just blowing them away.
He's going to be happy to make this call if he does.
Yeah. He's ahead.
Yeah.
Nice hand.
Anastasia.
Wow, put those 3 dimes in.
No need to ever apologize to us, Anastasia, no matter what the circumstances.
I thought it was a good flop raise, though. Against you.
It was.
Jam and Jay, yeah, that's a good question if we're going to see a poker celebrity. I mean, we might even get a surprise, who knows, at the 1 milli guarantee.
No, I'm saying mine.
But, I mean, like I said, we've had Wolfgang Poker, Scotty Wynn on here in the past, so we've had a couple big hitters
That's
on
why,
here.
that's why I was saying, like, all my non-hard hits.
And
Like random.
could be what Jam and Jay is also asking is maybe we have a special feature coming up, not necessarily in the cash game, but maybe in the fall series coming up. I'm not saying that because I've heard anything. I just wouldn't be surprised if Jim's had something up his sleeve to that nature.
You never know.
Never know.
Yeah, poison arm. You taking over from Paul, man.
Oh, I'm the original.
Jeez.
I don't know. I don't know. Ronnie's the poison arm.
Is this my
He doesn't know Ronnie.
Ronnie?
You know Ronnie. He's my boy who came and dealt on Fridays a bunch of times when we first were playing.
Actually, I recognize if I've seen it. 50.
Seems to be the standard raise here, particularly when early to act. 10-8 of diamonds. Jared's going to make it 50.
The splash of the 2 green chips.
OG with a better 10. And Buddha with the same hand. 10-8,
Sharing is
10-8, 10-9. Look at this.
Yeah, sharing is caring. We have a 4-3 deuce board. Great flop to see who wants it more. Oh, come on, boys.
Now there's a bluffing opportunity.
Somebody blow on it. There you go, Jared. Represent that ace.
Man, I really did.
And he'll take it down. That's what heart gives you.
I was gonna say,
Gives
you
you a
can't
pot.
be too happy with how that was played, but what are you gonna do in the flop?
Well, when he clicks it,
You just have to call.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, you can't be happy about it, but at the same time, it's like,
not fucking folding.
I don't think you could ever fold the turn, if I'm being honest.
No, I was
Almost
just
ever.
making sure I was.
If we got a female poker pro, if I had to pick one,
Yeah, who would you
I'll
pick?
come in here. Jennifer Harmon.
Jennifer Harmon.
I have always respected her game. I'd love to meet her in real life. I think in my lifetime, she's like the best female poker player in the world. That's just my opinion. There's a lot of good ones that you can make a good argument about.
I was debating the flying.
Usually people flat with that hand, too.
Gio says Maria Ho. If I'm saying that right. Mariah Ho.
Yeah, Kale says Kristen Foxen.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking. Although I'm a big Annie Duke fan.
60.
I like those names that you threw out there, though.
Got a pot of brewing here. We got Queen, Queen, King, and Miles with Ace King has the best of it. Blake bets into him 60 and a quick call here from Miles. So now we're heads up. And the 8 of hearts really doesn't change anything. Pretty good card here for Miles.
You know, like 2 weeks ago.
So Blake checks it. And Miles, check. Another brick. The 3rd club.
Check.
$115 is the bet.
What time did you end up home? Did you go right to work on Monday, or what time did you get there?
I got there about 8:30.
You're a fucking trooper.
I can't do that. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, we played from fucking.
Okay.
And Blake
played
makes the
from
call.
about 5 to 5, and then he went to work straight from
Yeah,
there
yeah.
after doing a 2.5-hour drive.
So Miles
This is Sunday? Yeah.
trying to make a comeback.
All right.
Not really down, but he's not really up. Yeah, Tony, I do like to tell my Annie Duke story. Got to years ago. Read her book. Read it on tape. I was on the road quite a bit, so it was a good thing to listen to. Now Mongo is going to go after it here with King Jack. Raise it up to 150. Oh, gee. Almost like he had the hands on his chips already. Calls with ace-5 of spades. Pocket threes for Buddha. So we're going to go heads up here. King Jack versus ace-5 of spades.
We have a 6-4-6 board. Ace high, firmly in the lead still for OG.
Check. 200.
The vet going after the young buck. Does have the best hand though.
And the young buck quickly calls.
Check. Check.
And now a 5 for OG. 2 pair with an ace kicker, and he makes it 325. Just under half the pot.
And a fold from Ned.
And a profit of 405.
Yeah, nice hand for the OG.
He shows the 5.
Ahead of me. King eye.
Annie Duke, she's actually a professor in literature, has a PhD in literature, and so she's written a number of books. The one that I read, I really enjoyed because she talked about, every other chapter. One chapter would be about her personal life and how she got from point A to point B. And then the next chapter she would relate to poker. And so it's very well written. What I took away from it, one of the things that I took away from it was she talks about redirecting conversations. And her theory on that, now Buddha, ace queen in position, and he's going to raise it up to, I was really hoping he was going to raise this up, and he does. And OG's going to quickly make the call, so we've got heads up action, 335 in the pot.
And we have a 10 king 10 board, 2 pair for the OG.
Checks around.
Buddha playing a little pot control with that check. And now that makes him comfortable calling on the turn. And Queen might get a little bit more out of him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that might not be a great card for Buddha.
We check it.
Check it.
What was it with Annie Duke? Is it the rivalry? Is it with Daniel Negreanu?
They do not like each other
At all?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Annie talks about when you're at a poker table, she would rather have people talking about things like left-handed day and the weather and the recent controversy and that kind of stuff, rather than talking about poker. So her theory is that when somebody's talking about the last hand or a hand they had last week or something like that, their brain is working on poker. And she would rather get their mind on something else. So she'll redirect the conversation. And it's a very interesting part of the book that she talks about that.
Well, it makes sense. You're more likely to get players to fold if they're not 100%.
If they're just not engaged. Mongo Ned pocket threes and ace 6 for Jared and an ace right in the window. Check from Mongo.
35.
Oh, an inviting bet of 35. Hard for Ned to resist that. Here comes the turn. Quick check from Mongo Ned.
And Jared, I like that he's not checking here, knowing that his ace is probably good. He's going for value. Yeah, he's not trying to bet pot or over the pot. There's 180 in there. It's about just slightly over 2/3 of the pot right now. Just in case if he's got a straight draw too with a pair. Maybe he can get more in there. I doubt he's putting Mongo net on 3s, but you know, it's easy that he could have king queen, jack 10, even like jack 9. So normal situations right there, especially when you're playing 6-handed. I know with a full table you're not in love with a6, but that's a good way to get value, play it the proper way. Not to mention when you raise like that, if your a6 isn't good, they're probably coming over the top, and you're not going to be a payoff wizard on the river.
Yeah.
So you can find out where you're at, but let's say 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4 times 6-handed, you're probably ahead. You bet that out, they come over the top, you can let it go. It'll probably be a lot cheaper than calling a bet to make sure you're right on the river, keep you out of trouble.
Kyle, we were referring to Annie Duke. Annie Duke and Daniel have quite a history, and it's not a nice one in terms of they just don't get along. But I would also really love to see Daniel Negreanu. He's one of my favorites. And see how the redirect worked? Did you see what we missed? We've got to wait until this hand is over to get back on track here, to get focused.
Tell them to let us. We want to do one though for the last hand of the night.
On the stream, have it be on the stream.
Yeah, I'll be pushed through. They want
Oh yeah,
for the
you're right.
class, they want to-
Thanks to Tony for getting me back on script here.
Yeah, yeah.
How's it going out there?
Let you know now.
3-handed in this pot.
Yeah. Well, Blake's here still, but yeah, we're only 6 of us.
Rainbow. And
Jack
nobody
3-9.
really hits this. Gut shot for Mongo Ned, and he checks it. Check around to a free card.
And now, action card here.
Yeah.
2 players hitting top pair. Not to mention Mongo Net also has a straight draw. OG though. And I don't blame him with the king 4 again. He's behind right now betting this, but you want to see where you're at. More times than not, you're ahead with that turn.
Check. 200. Oh, showdown.
Probably would have checked there with the king 4 though if he called on the turn, but yeah.
And it is the Power Hour. The Power Hour here at the Reserve Poker Club in Toledo, Ohio. And the Power Hour means we have one more hour going in our live stream. Typically, we're going to see players open up their ranges and increase their bet sizing. And what we haven't seen in a while in our Power Hour is being 6-handed.
Yeah, true.
And certainly the ranges increase when you get down to 6-handed versus a 9-handed game.
Can't be on lockdown with John.
We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight.
Have fun seeing how that goes
Yeah,
for you. We were playing at MGM a couple Fridays ago.
Yeah, and
right?
going by what we're talking
Nick
about,
Johnson,
even with like
to my left,
if you had a female
three
poker
bet
player, and we started going down the
And then
list.
John came in the
But not
game
that we
and
had talked
said
about
his
poker
left.
rivalries recently with like
I raised. Nick
you know,
three
Duke
bet
and
again.
Negreanu.
John
Yeah.
Plato.
I think
Got
that's so
back to me.
overblown though in the poker community when players are like, well, why is this person? There's reasons for everything, but every single sport and in poker you compete has a rivalries.
Yeah.
Have fun 3-bet me
And
now.
I don't think it's terrible for the game. Not everyone is ever going to get along with everyone.
Yeah.
But it's good for the game sometimes when you get some rivalries with some of the best players.
Have fun.
It has a little intrigue to it. You get a little, I mean, we hate to say it, but drama does sell sometimes. So if we ever get, a final table in a tournament or
Yeah, he
something with
wasn't
those two,
3-betting me quite as
let's
much
say even a
after that,
feature
was he,
table
John?
where it gets down to the final 4 in the fifth field. You can only imagine.
Well, and I think what we've seen in the last 25 years with Northern Hold'em poker, as things really took off,
John, you remember that?
is that a number of these professionals became so much more well known, the years prior to that. And as you've seen with Helmuth and Negreanu and Ivy, and they have created their own brand. They have created brands through this.
Do you remember?
And so it's often those brands do sell when you've got some controversy going on. It heightens people's awareness and attention level of it and interest in it.
To piggyback what you're saying, Vic, do you remember, now this isn't like this is about what, 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more. But when Tony G and Phil started playing on the same TV tapings,
Yeah,
some of
and
those high-stake poker games. Now, you tell me as a poker fan, if you knew Tony G and Phil are going to be at each other's throat, did that not make you want to watch that?
Yes.
You know you're going to see good poker,
yeah,
but then you want to see how the egos clash
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, I was literally like.
And we're talking Phil Hellmuth, which some people, poker community says, oh, I don't want to be in the same room as that guy. I have heard from every single pro and people who have played with him, amateurs, say away from the table he is one of the nicest guys in the world. But I can't blame the gentleman. He has the mantra of poker brat. He's ultra competitive. It's almost like an alter ego when he's in the game.
Well, the real.
He sells a bunch of merch off of it.
Yes,
he
he
makes
does.
money off of it.
Yeah.
Go with it.
Go with it.
Hey, you got to have a couple heels in wrestling. Why not in poker?
That's bad.
So here we go. We got an ace-9 board. King high for Jared, and he's going to see where he's at now. And OG with a quick fold with just 5 high.
Drop off the gut shot, banked it on the turn, and the pot was like 12K or something crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I think it was post-stream.
Yeah. Yeah. That the hand we played was silly. It was after, but it was definitely.
It was insane. I was like, this guy.
We had some really good games after the stream.
One,
quite a while.
Oh, we used to
Yeah.
the game. What we used to play after the stream, we used to
Way
put the
better.
action on the stream
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, last summer.
Yeah.
So Jared's not right.
Yeah, the games were out of control though, man. We were playing 5-10 quarter match to stack Hold'em one day a week, and then 5-10 quarter match to stack PLO one day a week here, and people were just getting like obliterated. Like,
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a format here where we used to have a pretty big PLO game on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And those games, though, what he's talking about, so the game was juicy on the live stream, but they would go to like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So guys would reload even after the live stream for even more.
So now we've got an interesting hand: kings versus
Ooh.
sevens versus ace versus the nemesis.
And that was a checked board?
It was a check board all the way around.
I'm just shocked with that flop, you know, when you got king jack in there and pocket kings. I could understand why the 7s and 8s pumped their brakes fake.
Yeah.
Here we go, 105.
how many hands?
Mongo Ned.
Oh, for somebody to get busted.
I want to be like the first hand.
Miles might be a little attached to his king jack though. If
He
Mongo
just
Ned's
might be.
gonna just bet the 4, thinking, oh, he probably thinks I have a
The
10.
game I play on Mondays and Thursdays, a lot of the time went like for the last. Like,
Maybe I
couple
just have a
hours,
semi-draw with ace king ace queen.
I think it's pretty controlled sometimes.
Miles needs some help here, and it's not. He does not want to see a king.
Yeah, if he goes for value, right here, Mongo Ned like 450, 550. I almost think he's probably getting a call out of Miles. Obviously a pot size bet. I think Miles will get away from.
$550 is the bet,
Yeah, that's about the top of the range, I think, for Miles that we'll be interested in.
and that makes Miles say,
Well, I mean, king queen gets there. A couple 2-pair options. I mean, this isn't an automatic call for Miles at 550, but that's about the top.
And it looks like he's reaching for calling chips, maybe even. Is he taking an inventory, or is he
Yeah.
looking to raise this
I
up?
think he's checking to see how much he has in front of him. Hey Jay, we can ask Gio to get that cumulative winnings in the next 15 minutes. We should have that up there, Gio, whenever you get a moment.
We might have an issue since we had to reboot.
Oh, you want to know what? We
But
had to reboot.
We'll
Jay.
ask.
I'm almost positive we can't get accurate cumulative winnings because we had to reboot the system. Sorry about that. But most of these players are ahead. We had a couple players, multiple buy-ins, and they are not here anymore. Okay. So yeah, he pays them off on the river.
He does pay him off.
And that was a good bet sizing by Ned. Like I said, I think that was the max 550. I wanted 450, 550. Good bet from Mongo Ned right there. I literally think he got max value in that hand. Little surprised that the checks happened, but it worked out well for him.
Ned running like God. Listen,
And Ned almost up to 10K. Trying to catch Jared.
Trying to catch Jared. Blake dropping down a little bit. He was close to 9,000 at one point. Still having a really good night, though. And we will make an attempt at getting those cumulative winnings for you, Jay, and the rest of the faithfuls here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. It's the stench, you know?
Ace 3 of clubs. OG's going to limp in here.
Just talking about my ass right now. I'm like, yeah. No, it makes no sense.
Miles now. And he's feeling the sting from that last hand. And a raise here from Mongo Ned, Jack 9 of clubs. Call and then a fold from Miles. So here we go, heads up. Clubs versus clubs. Ace 3 versus Jack 9.
We got a King Ace 8 board. Couple of clubs for both, and OG top pair in control. Yeah, he's on a heater right now. He's going to see if he can just act like it's still an ongoing thing.
But I gotta imagine what's running through Ned's head is, why did he limp and then call? Would he do that with an ace? And by virtue of that ace, he's got the check mark, and Mongo Ned is rightfully going to back off here.
Yeah, and that's a card that if he tries to bluff, it's going to be even harder now. OG can play the queen as his kicker. Six-handed. Yeah, Mongo Ned pretty much hit the brakes on there. I think it was almost the safety brake in the car. Said, "No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to give him any more."
Yeah.
I don't blame him for firing on the flop, though. We've seen a couple times where OG's had 5-4, and people. I mean, Jared just fired with King High, I believe, about 10-15 minutes ago against OG to see where he's at on the flop. He had 5-4 and just pitched it in.
Buddha now under the gun. Finally picks up a hand here. Pocket jacks. Probably going to make it 105. And he raises it to 80. Ace 3 of spades here for Jared. Blake away from the table with a couple of hearts, and Miles Jack 10 of diamonds. Mongo Ned gets out of the way. Queen 9, just 60 to complete here for OG, and he does complete, so we're four-handed.
Yeah, 330 in the middle. Nice pot. Yeah, Buddha looking strong right now. And, oh, of course.
Oh, the case jack.
Oh, wait. Wow.
The
Ace,
case jack.
3 jack, 2 pair for Jared, set for Buddha. Big hand alert, folks. Buddha's got 1,500 in front of him. We could be seeing all that going in. You just have to dodge an ace.
No, I'll be done at 10:30. Yeah, somebody will find me.
Did that hand go to showdown?
With a couple players behind Jared, I would expect a raise here.
You're gonna have a.
And yeah, it looks like 650.
Oh, you get some pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm okay, thank God.
Did you
I
win
think
that?
Buddha knows with his stack, if he shoves here, he'll probably get it all in.
All in. And a snap call there.
Yeah, just a cooler. Six-handed.
God! Wow. Cooler's fucking city here,
Yep,
man.
that is a cooler.
What that's all you want.
3,800 in the middle.
Wow. Oh yeah. I mean, I know it was. However you chop it up, it's cooler. Oh, whatever way.
And to the turn, it's a 10. Ace and ace only for Jared. And Buddha holds, and he's going to profit $2K in that $3,800 pot. Big hit for Buddha.
Big hit for Buddha, and I think that pretty much brings him up to even for the night. And there's a shot of the main room there, our satellite.
There's one of our 5, 10, 20 players right there.
Garrett, yep. Sitting at table 8, seat 8.
He's made some nice
Actually,
tournament
seat
runs.
7 because we're 9-handed in our tournaments now here at the Reserve in Toledo, Ohio. And there's Lori. She just took down a tournament not too long ago.
And I won't be surprised. You see Garrett right there, who's a 5, 10, 20 player. I think with that $3,000 double bag bonus, if there's a player in there that I could see get multiple, I think he's gearing up for multiple day 1 appearances.
And they're breaking a table here, so we're going down to 4 tables.
Good luck to these players. They're getting down to the nitty gritty.
And again, 12 players, 12 vouchers are being awarded tonight. 13th place will get $300 in cash.
I saw Mark in there too.
Couple of Marks. Mark Davis and
Hopkins.
Mark Hopkins sitting right next to each other.
Well, now that's 2 peas in a pod. Interesting conversation at the table, I assume.
Mongo Ned, Queen 10. He's going to raise it up to 75. This is a OG kind of hand, 7-6 of hearts.
And we got a king, ace, deuce board. Queen high in the lead from Mongo Ned, aka Mongo Nation. He's having a killer night right now. Up to 9K.
Yeah, Brian Bishop, an ace would have been just wild on that last big hand between Buddha and Jared. We're at 54 likes. We know there are some people out there that can help us out. We're asking for your help. Please hit that thumbs up button. Get us up above that 60, maybe even that 70 watermark.
If we could hit 75 likes
Yes.
after a reboot, that'd be like hitting 125 if we didn't have the reboot.
Right.
So we had to start from 0.
Yeah.
Just a couple hours, just about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So yeah, we're getting close to 60. Appreciate all the love and support. Hopefully everyone's having a max value Tuesday night. Join us. We appreciate you being here. So 3-handed, 155 in the middle is $50 to call.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, and we have a 8 ace 9 board. A couple players hit their 9s, Vic. Blake, who's the original aggressor, he's looking for 110.
Buddha doesn't like his middle pair with a king kicker.
Well, Jared likes his though. 2 different players, 2 different styles, and now a 10 of diamonds.
Sure.
Blake with the king and the king only can take the lead, unless he can bluff him. If you got Squadouche and you got a great card that hits all the draws, sometimes you like to fire at it. Maybe 200.
A little more.
Yeah, he's going for it.
330.
Ooh,
330.
close to the pot. Nice hand.
And a quick fold. And Blake, nice play there. We've seen some really good play here tonight from these players. I really like Miles' moves that he made on the button a couple of times. Betting position, utilizing that.
He's a young OG.
We've seen players just playing their position very well. Not really doesn't matter to them what they've got in their hand. They're getting good reads, making good plays. If you're looking to play bingo, this is not the place to come. We're here to play poker.
OG ace-6 offsuit.
Let's get it. Heads up.
And we have a king 10-7 board. Ace high still in the lead. 7 now pairs the board on the turn. Check. OG with his bluffing shoes. See?
Yep.
Takes it down with 5 high. The OG.
Yeah, we know for a fact OG has not added to his stack. I'm pretty sure he has not added to his stack, so he's up 3,000. And here we come with the, and I was incorrect. OG is only up 400. Mongo Ned, profit of $5,000, and we lost 2 players tonight. Got felted twice. Actually, I think Big Slick Rick got felted 3 times. And MGM Bob got felted twice, so they called it a night. We had a couple of players that couldn't make it tonight at the last minute.
What? I think they're handicapped. You have to spot them and run to start.
Raise. 230. Is it right in here? Right? Is it right?
My tanning?
Oh, no. I asked-
Jared raises it up,
Okay, Sonny's on?
Yeah.
and
I was gonna get tan.
Buddha folds his
Oh, you
ace
just got
10
it. Yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna
against
beat
the ace jack. He doesn't know that he had the ace jack.
Oh yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. I go white, red, straight back to white again, no tan.
White and red is wild.
Just red the lobster. Tasty the lobster. Yeah.
No life.
What a life.
Brandon, I will pass that along. We do get people asking about us doing a PLO game again here on the live stream.
Raise. 100. Call.
Blake's going to make the call with pocket 3s.
right,
Ace
good
jack
answer.
of diamonds now for Mongo Ned.
Well, he's got a good rapport with 3s tonight. Remember, he hit that full house
Yes.
on the turn. So he's got a little sentimental value. I don't blame him. See if
But-
that's your hot hand.
But here comes a raise from Mongo with the ace jack of diamonds. And he's going to make it 475. Buddha, quick fold. Jared had raised on the button with the king 2 of clubs. He needs 375 to call.
Blake, let's go. Nice little profit. You didn't have to sweat a flop.
No.
We'll take it.
You like dealing the stream cards more than the other ones? It's slower pace, but they feel nicer.
And Brandon's talking about the PLO. And Brandon, it's almost like, how can I say, and I'm saying this in a polite way, by the way, not trolling you. It's almost like a broken record on here.
They're a lot bigger than
We do get I would say at least once or twice a week comments about a PLO game. We absolutely love when we can get a PLO game. We even try to make it a monthly thing on Saturdays. And some of the players that play, honestly, go bust.
Yeah.
And I'm just being blunt about it.
Right.
And it's hard to maintain a PLO game on here. But Brandon, you have my word. If we can get a group of players, I would like it to be a once a month on, at least on Saturdays, minimal.
Yeah.
If we could do it every other, I'd be open to that too.
Right.
If we can get PLO on here, our Thursday show used to be PLO every single week, and it was a 5-10 PLO game. By the way, Brandon. 5-10 PLO is a huge. It's actually bigger than this game. The 5-10 PLO game was absolutely nuts on here, and
strategy is
we had it pretty consistently for about a year, I would say.
Yeah.
But no, we are totally open for PLO. We're fans of PLO. We have spread a not a PLO, but Omaha high-low 5-10 limit with a kill, and that game plays pretty big.
Every Friday at noon.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be here for the next 3 weeks during this Millie tournament, but every single Friday, if you are in the high-low, the 5-10 with the kill, you can make some money in that game. And not to mention, at the reserve, since this is a no-rake room, it's the best room to play limit games, bar none.
Yes.
You play a limit game without. I mean, when you go to the casino, I'm not just saying this, but I was at casinos rake games. It's tough to win a limit game where there's a rake.
Three-handed, ace-8 king. So Buddha's going to get the best of this. Second pair with the queen kicker. Jared was the pre-flop aggressor with his pocket fours, so he's going to do a continuation bet.
Oh, that's up.
And Buddha makes the call. And
Queen
now
diamonds.
two pair here for Buddha.
Yeah, gets a little bit better for him. Jared not giving up though.
No, he's not. And just a call here. Buddha setting himself up for a bet on the river. Oh, boy.
Well, that was close.
That was close. Oh, and Buddha checks it.
Check, check. Showdown.
He even said good check. He was trying to lay the trap.
Kings and queens to an ace.
He was trying to lay the trap with his two pair, but he takes down a profit of 385. And we can see through the window there that the in the main room that tonight's satellite tournament now is on a break. Looks like they're heading back to the tables. And we're probably down. I know we're down to 4 tables, possibly just 3. This Thursday, we start the $1 million prize pool guarantee, a joint venture with Mad River Poker Club, our friends down in Dayton, Ohio. The second one this year. And Thursday at noon.
And we'll be live streaming around 4 p.m. that day. I say we can commit to 3 hours. It might be more, but Vic, honestly, my gut tells me it's going to be a 3-hour stream.
Yeah.
I kind of think with that satellite going on with day one, they might need all hands on deck.
Yeah.
We might get called to do multiple rolls.
Oh, that could be.
I'm just going with my gut.
I forgot about that.
And we have the satellite starting at 6. I think that live stream is going to go from 4 to 7, and then me and Vic will probably put in about 2-3 hours of dealing after we live stream. Till registration's at least closed.
Yeah.
4-7 and 9. That's pretty good, man.
But it's going to be a great atmosphere in here, folks. I know you're probably going to get here a little early. I'm going to try to get here around 3:15, so we can get here, a little bit early just to kind of check out the atmosphere in the room, get a vibe check. Also, if we have enough time, so I'd like to get some information on the players.
Yeah, see if
Hopefully
we get some bios going.
Yeah, hopefully they go on break and we have time to at least talk to some of the players and whatnot. We have some ideas for when we get to the feature table on the final day, guys. We talked about that, so really looking forward to that final table. And we say that now, Vic, but you know how it goes. Once it starts, it comes so fast. Like, we're going to be like, oh, we're already here.
Race. 105.
Jared raises it up to 105. OG's going to come along with Dolly Parton, 9-5. Heads up action, 235 in the pot.
We have a 5-6 deuce board.
Not a bad flop for A7 of diamonds. Bets 150. But OG does hit a piece of this. And when OG hits a piece of it, he gets sticky. And he makes the call. King, see if this slows Jared down at all.
I was going to say he at least needs to make it 350 because OG is sticky. Everyone knows that at the table. And you got to earn it against him. You can't just put out like 200 and expect him to go away with his 5s. He might still call here, but he's at least thinking about it. This pot's built up nicely.
It sure has. 1,300 now in the pot, and we're going to the river.
lady.
queen. This might go to showdown. Does Jared want to continue to stay at this? The third club comes.
Here's the problem. You almost, if you're trying to put on a bluff, you don't want to make it too big because it might look like you have missed hearts. You got to try to make it look like a really good sized value bet, like 700. And I don't know if you want to risk that right now. He's going to check and play damage control.
Oh, geez, convinced he's behind, but instead he takes the pot down, 560.
Yeah, 10-8
I
hearts.
figured you had ace jack or ace 10, but I didn't know what.
That's good. Done. No control what? Take it down, huh?
Got about a half an hour left to our live stream. We could certainly be very happy if we saw 10 more thumbs up here, get us to 75. We got a dealer change coming in.
10:30.
Brian.
Will do.
Nine six versus Jack 10 heads up action. Light pot pre-flop. 7 queen 7 comes down to who wants it. And there's a 9 now for Miles and an open ender for Buddha. So a little bit of an action card.
Club saved you from having to call a lot on the river. Only reason I checked, I thought you had maybe a pair and a backdoor flush draw.
Good. Try nothing.
Interesting take by Bear.
Yeah, he's saying because that club came on the river, he didn't put it past OG to do runner clubs there.
That's just a hard reach, though, for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not. He might really think that he's played with OG. I don't even know how many hands, thousands upon
Yeah.
thousands. I think if you're bluffing, you got to take. If you want to continue on that river, you got to take a chance that he's not on runner. Any flush that time. I mean, if you get burned, you get burned. I mean, Jared's got 7.4K in front of him. If he threw out 7,000, or not 7,000, 700. I don't think that would have been a bad play. Continuing the story. I've seen Jared do it. That's why I'm saying this. I mean, he's put on some, all 3 streets. He's put on some bluffs in the past and got him to go through. A little shocked there. I think he's shaking. I think he's frustrated. In my opinion, I could be completely wrong, but
Yeah.
I think he knew he missed a bet there.
But that's the danger of going up against a guy like OG.
Yeah.
So hard to put him on a hand and so hard to figure out whether he's going to make a loose call.
Raise 170.
So now we're heads up, 355 with Queen Jack versus Deuce 4. OG betting it out, 125. And Blake with a gut shot. Lets it go.
And OG takes it. He went to Burger King? What is he, branching out?
Is that what his cup was?
Yeah, he's got a Burger King cup. He's never had a Burger King cup before. This man, always full of surprises. How do you do it, OG? I gotta admit though, Vic, I don't get this. I'm not a big drive-through. I do get carry-out because I try not to get drive-through too often. But when I work the early Friday shift, the Burger King on the way here, the meal that I get is like $7. When I go to McDonald's, it seems like I spend 12 on breakfast. It's almost like half off, and it's pretty good. It's a sausage, egg and bacon, but it's on the croissant, and you get those little circle hash browns in an orange juice.
Yeah.
It's like $7. It's like $5 cheaper than McDonald's. They should be giving me royalties right now for great exposure. It's preaching the truth. It's really good. It's a fluffy croissant.
Heads up action here. Jack 10 of diamonds against Queen 10.
Yeah, it's close. He's good for about half the time.
Well, I thought we were going to see a king on the flop by the topic, but we don't. It's
OG open-ended here. Miles middle pair.
Yeah, OG. For some reason, I'm feeling OG's hand right now. It's just the power of the OG, even though he's behind. And there's a diamond, no shocker. I don't know. There's just a weird feeling when I saw that open ender for the OG. Now he gets a flush draw with it.
Check, free card.
Oh, wow. Miles held. Good for Miles. I just had a weird feeling about it. He shows the queen. Takes down a $150 profit out of a $275 pot. And we got about 20 minutes left. I'm curious if we're going to see one big plunge here. Smash that thumb. Hey, everyone that's tuned in, thank you so much, by the way. We're up to 67 likes. I said we'd try to get... If we can get 8 more likes, that'd be great, but still.
Just 8 more.
But the thing is,
please,
thank you again for being active and doing those double likes. I really do appreciate it, because we did have that timeout where we had to reboot everything, start back up from 0 likes mid-show. That meant a lot, so appreciate all of you guys for being active and just helping out. Eric said you are the oil to the engine, the lifeblood.
Now Miles gets the Jack 10, but he lets it go. Mongo Ned, King Queen, raises it up to 60. Quick call there from the OG with a couple of clubs. Couple of little clubs, 8-3, definitely an OG hand. Buddha, ace-7, no thank you. Jared with 10-7. And he folds. So we got heads-up action. Brent Milton, number 67, baby. Love it.
Get felted before 8:30, you can re-up for 1,000 instead of 500. And at 8:30, everybody can top off to 1,000.
Wait, it's a 2-5 game. That's a $500 tap on a straight.
OG hits a piece of this.
Really? Well,
So he bets it out, 50. Mongo Ned
Should be 1,000.
No, it should be 1,500.
Should be at least 1,000.
makes the call with 2 overs.
Yeah, it is. But why raise it to 2.5? Just to have a different one.
Because
And there's a king.
people were complaining that
Jinx.
Jinx, you owe me a call. Oh, you said it first.
First hour, 8 out of 10 hands, you get 2 or 3 people all in every pot.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden,
My dad
everybody's
watches
got,
it a lot.
all
He
of a
said
sudden
it was
everybody's
crazy,
got
actually.
2 grand in front of them, you know. So you rebuy for 5.
There's a raise now from Ned after a bet of 150.
Right. So
How sticky does OG feel right now, late at night? In the live stream, he lets it go.
To get felted before 8:30,
And Mongo
you
Ned.
buy for 1,000.
yes.
Keeping his stack well above 9,000.
For what's worth.
Yeah. Probably great for those things.
They keep advertising.
Miles, OG, and Buddha, all 3 of them would really like to see a bit of a comeback here in the last
And now it's 2.5.
15 minutes of our live stream. They're talking about doing a bomb pot for their last hand. Gio, I'm just curious if you're going to decide to film that one, if we're going to show that one, or check out during the bomb pot. Yes, so we're going to, our last hand of the night here coming up shortly will be a bomb pot. And then we'll do our sign off.
What is it, Jared? Emblem less.
And we're not signing off for very long. We'll be right back here Thursday, late afternoon.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit earlier start time, remember. We'll be going on around 4 p.m. It might be 4:15 with the delay. I'm not sure. Me and Vic will figure that out. And yeah, right between 4 and 4:15, we should be on the air. And like I said, I think it's going to be a 3-hour show. If we get longer, that'll be bonus. It'll just kind of depend on if we need all hands on deck or not with the satellite, I'm assuming.
110.
So Blake raises it up to 110. OG makes the call. These two going at it again.
16 hours all the way back up from there to here. And then
Blake hits the best of it.
I get out of my car and my watch is in my backpack, my pocket's open. And I get out of
Hey,
my car,
Brent
it just falls
thanks
out,
for tuning in, buddy.
asphalt. I'm like, well, fuck.
Brent, are you going to make a plunge at the 100 or the 1 milli?
Yeah,
I hope to see you here.
down to that story.
I haven't seen Brent Milton here in a while. He's in dad mode.
I know. 2 pair now for Blake. First to act. 405 in the pot.
And I mean, OG technically gets a few more outs because a 10 now gives him a straight. He doesn't have one of those in his hand.
Here we go to the river. This could get interesting.
And it's a blank.
And it's a
Blank's still
blank.
ahead.
I was thinking if an ace came on the river, that could be a really great card for Blake.
All right, Brent says he coaches football.
Yeah.
So he might be trying to make it down on a Saturday. Well, good luck to you, Brent. I'll probably see you if you're here on Saturday.
We are down to 4 tables here, but it looks like we're getting close to breaking another one. Going to be down to 3 tables very soon.
Dorothy's got a stack in front of her.
She does have a stack, and keep in mind this is a milestone. So if you get to 440 in your stack, boom, you're done. You get your voucher, and your chips come out of play. Jared folds an ace. Heads up.
135.
OG's VPIP has got to be up in the 70s now, maybe 80s, 80%.
And we got a 5 queen 4 board. Both players with a piece of it. 10 of spades, or I'm sorry, king of spades gives a flush draw for OG Sand also. And the flush gets there. So OG came back from behind, only had bottom pair. Runner spades. Makes him a winner. Profits $85.
Are there 6 people out there that haven't hit that like button yet? If there are, please do. We are so close to getting to 75.
That'd be a great
Just had a little interruption here tonight with our live stream. Technical difficulties, but we I say we, Gio, got everything back on board for us.
Can't be there this Sunday, but I'll definitely come back again.
And he wasn't even distracted talking to his dad. I was surprised about that. It's probably like, Dad, there's a seat open. Come visit me.
Yeah.
You want to get, breakfast at night afterward? Go to a Waffle House? I could see Gio and Bob going to the Waffle House together after a show.
Oh, yeah. No, Steak and Shake.
That's pretty much like there's sometimes.
Here we go, 3-handed. Friendly, $65 in the pot. All diamonds. They're going to check it around, and now a jack.
I won't play just because I don't like the fucking people. They just let whoever come because they just need players. You know what I mean? That's why I don't fuck with any of those smaller games. It's just like a fucking scavenger hunt for anybody who will play. Like, I don't mind playing smaller, like, once in a while if it's going to be good action and people I actually like. but not a bunch of fucking dirtbags I don't even care to see and people buying them for $100.
Right.
Straight. I have no desire.
Miles with the check mark here. See if he can get a little bit more money into this pot from OG. OG's not having it. Lets it go. Interesting lay down there from OG. He did have a piece of that.
Sorry? I'm not.
No, we're short-handed, Nick.
You guys are done at 11?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a bomb fight on
Tarantula Nick just checking in with the crowd. Oftentimes this game does continue to go on after we're broadcasting. But shorthanded and a number of players here driving a certain distance to get here.
Since I finally got here.
9 deuce for Buddha. I doubt he's going to be interested. Nope. Buddha with a nice little comeback train tonight.
Mongo Ned pocket threes. And the option to OG checks it.
3 players going to the flop here. Mongo Ned has the best hand so far, and we have a ace, queen, 4 board, and the 3s right now are holding. 8 on the turn for OG. Hits a pair. Just gonna see where he's at.
He's got the worst hand and he catches up. Not only that, it's one of the worst hands in poker. And now the board pairs with an ace. And OG's going to take that one down.
Playing that Cleveland tournament? Did you play with that?
What?
You're from Cleveland area, aren't you?
No, I'm from Detroit.
He's Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit too.
Yeah. I'm
No
from
Cleveland
Detroit.
guys coming in with us. Well, they was. Oh, John's from Cleveland.
Big John still comes.
There was a lot of Cleveland guys coming for quite a while.
What happened with the two guys?
John, are you Detroit? Are you Detroit or?
No, I'm west here.
What happened?
I stay in touch with Dr. Warning. He told me to put him on the list.
Under the gun, or basically in the cutoff, ace 8 of diamonds. Blake, the standard raise here tonight, 50.
Maybe it is a Thursday game. I gotta go back and look at my text.
I thought they were going to try to get Omaha stream, smaller Omaha game stream going.
And Miles brings up the Omaha game for a stream.
Talk about it.
No such thing as the small Omaha.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, when they do it, it's not going to be small.
It's not. It's
Even whatever they think it's not going to end up being small.
They were talking about it.
Yeah, no, they've been talking about doing Omaha stream, but it's not going to end up being small.
The smallest.
Bashir wants to play, so I can tell you it's not going to end up being small.
Yeah.
It's gonna end up
That's
being-
good news to me. Yeah, if we can get a juicy Omaha game anytime,
Like a $5 break.
we're always
No,
down.
they've been
Every
talking.
now and then, even
Yeah,
if
no,
not
they've
every
been
week,
talking
once a
about.
month
They've
or
been
something.
talking about having one. I'm just saying when it happens, I know it's not going to end up being small. There's no way. It's just not going to happen.
PLO, it's, you know.
What if we did like a 5,100 limit Omaha?
It'd still be big.
I mean, big enough, but it's not like you gotta get all your chips.
There's
in
probably
there.
just no appetite for limit too.
Nobody wants to play with them.
Yeah.
All right, pre-flop action here. Just a casual 20.
Right. Sounds fast.
Jared checks his option. We have a 3-8-7 board, all hearts. Open-ended straight draw for the OG. Pair of 7s for Miles. Has the best made hand currently.
Make sure that.
And now he has a lot better made hand.
Much better.
Yeah, it's
OG
good.
bets his open ender here.
Hey, as some people say, it's gooder. It's gooder.
It did got gooder.
Yeah, it did got gooder. Yeah, no, Miles turning 3 of a kind. OG bets out his open under, little semi bluff. Miles with just a smooth call. See if OG keeps pouncing.
He checks it, and really, yeah, Miles, you're not going to get anything out of that. I mean, you don't know that, but still,
It wouldn't hurt to flick in 100.
Wouldn't have hurt to
Chip.
flip in 100.
Hey, come on, don't give up on value.
That's true. You are very right there.
I mean, it's the OG. At
make
the same
a-
time, we're talking about how sticky he is. Do you think he folds an 8 there with the king on the river?
You make a gooder point than I do.
Yeah, it's gooder. Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
be gooder.
When I hedge with
Gotta be
Johnny,
gooder than that.
call mode. I'm afraid
I'm
to
just
take
shocked that, like, especially with the OG, and how sticky he can be. You
Yeah.
don't just throw out 100 chip. You turn 3 of a kind.
It's dangerous.
The Heart Swift.
He's definitely fucking dangerous. I wasn't joking.
I mean, who knows if he called with the king high flush draw and hit a king on the. I don't know. Saying.
Speaking of sevens, Buddha now with pocket sevens in the small blind. Blake now ace jack. Reaching for raising chips.
Well, Jam and Jay, I'll get to that question after this hand. I'm sure Vic will definitely give his opinion too on it. It's a good question. So we got heads up action. OG with the 10-4 suited. Blake with ace jack.
And Buddha let go of those sevens. Right now, looks like a good decision because Blake gets top pair with the ace kicker.
Yeah, top.
And he's going to let some rope out, but OG doesn't take it. But
Oh!
OG hits another 4 after getting that free card.
The free card. Look at the respect OG got right there with just a smooth call.
And a blank.
And he checks it too.
Call. Of course it happened.
And he takes it down. OG, nice pot, 1800. Jam and Jay was going, I'm wondering how you feel about playing 4 hours in a tournament and playing cash. And I'm assuming you're talking about playing cash afterward. I think that completely goes by the player. Jam
Is
and
that
Jay-
the question? Or is he
Right?
saying playing 4 hours in a tournament versus playing 4 hours in cash?
Yeah.
I'm wondering how
You
you
could
feel about
clarify for
playing
us, Jam.
4 hours in
Yeah,
a tournament and
Like, it's so sick. He
playing
hits it
cash
every
games.
time.
So,
Oh, okay. I see what he
John's
says.
like-
Yeah, so
he's like,
I-
I'll get you a drink, right? But he's
you're
like
talking about
playing
having
the
being
hand.
in
He already
two
looked at
modes.
his hand. He's
Personally,
like, you're
Jam
gonna
and
be real
Jay,
fucking
I'm
sick in
not a
minute.
fan. We'll wait till after this. I don't want to talk over the table.
No, after.
Oh, God.
He already has it. He's like, this is so sick. You just saw his head. John's like, you're about to be real fucking sick.
That's such a massive hand right there.
But Jam and Jay, I personally don't like playing cash after I play a tournament. It's just two modes for me. I don't know. I feel like if you get out of a tournament too, you feel like you busted and kind of got a salty feeling in your mind and it might affect your game. That's just me.
Yeah.
I know certain players that don't care. They just want to play poker and it doesn't affect them at all. So to answer that question, I really just I think it's individual question that can have multiple answers. It just depends on the person. I think your personality and your desire.
Jared raises this up to 140, and OG
Not a bad flop
comes
for
along
OG.
with the fives and flops open ender, and a quick check there from Jared. Not a continuation bet.
Well,
He knows that flop's got OG written all over it,
Yeah.
in one way or the other.
Fold. It's like you got to fold to every one of his.
And yes, we are down to 3 tables.
I mean, you just gotta pay him off.
You just gotta call down with aces. And just leave.
Gators in there.
Check, call, check,
Good to
call,
see him
check,
doing
call.
well.
And when it holds, it's a miracle, and when it don't, you halfway expect it.
Oh,
Hey, good luck to
I
all
did
these
expect-
players.
I actually expected.
When you get down to that final, because what we have, like, what was it, 13 seats and 14th gets like half a, 300 and change, I believe.
Yep.
So, I mean, when you get down to those final two, though, that's when this real big sweat happens. When you're so close, you're like, just don't mess it up.
Well, again, this is the milestone, so
Yeah, it might be less than that.
less than that because players have already hit their 440,000 in chips and
they're
gotten
probably
their
playing on to
voucher
a
and
final.
left.
They're probably playing to a final table. How much you want to bet? At least like 4 people.
Probably.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now we're making an assumption here.
We
I
are.
get a guess, but
Yep.
I'm assuming
Is that what Chad had?
that they're probably going to play down to the final.
I had king 4 diamonds, king 4 4, and I had ace and gut.
Three-handed now, 325 in the pot. Two players with ace three, one with hearts, one with diamonds, and here's the flop. Oh my, oh my. Look
we
at
go.
this.
Wow, top pair, nut flush draw for Jared. OG with 2 pair, top pair for Miles. Everyone gets some. Big handler.
OG still in the lead with 2 pair. He's going to bet out 200 after the turn of a 10 of spades.
Jared looking for a diamond, ace, or a 10. And it's a 6 of clubs. See if OJ. Oh, I said OJ.
Yeah, OG.
OG goes for value.
2 pair.
Nice profit, 825 there for OG.
If he wins, man, give him the money. I didn't have much, John.
All right, guys, it's bomb pot time.
It is bomb pot time, says Brian the dealer.
Play the button. Can't fucking wait. Figure it out.
And what are they going to play for? 50? 50 apiece.
Yep. And Gio, if we can get that picture in picture. Just want to
Can't wait to leave.
talk to the players. Say thank you once again for tuning in tonight as we get this bomb pot underway. Waiting for Ned to get in here.
50 here.
Yeah, there we go.
Bomb pot.
Yeah, it is the bomb pot time, guys. So thank you again for tuning in tonight. It was a good show. And I got to say, when we went 6-handed, we don't see it too often, Vic, but the action kept going. And
It sure did.
It's a different dynamic of poker. We don't get to see it all the time in the
Right.
cash format. So I was really happy to see that. And thanks to all the players, everyone who tuned in after that. But once again, I think we need to go over, Vic. This is a huge week coming up. We have our $1 million guaranteed prize pool tournament. It's $600 buy-in. We have day one flights this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 12 p.m. Also, we have satellite, $65 traditional satellite structure at 6 p.m. Is it 6 or 5? Should we double
6
check that?
p.m.
6 p.m. I just wanted to make sure. I
Yep.
think 6 p.m. For those satellites. So a lot going on here. We're going to have 3 straight weeks of nonstop action. We will be live on Thursday at 4 p.m. Make sure you set your calendars, put it in your phone. It's a different time. And also, if you're subscribed, make sure you hit that bell button. That bell button is a huge tool
Yeah.
for all the players.
So Buddha hits a straight. No, he doesn't hit a straight. OG hit a set of sevens, and he bet this out to 200. Buddha makes the call. Now over to Blake. And Blake hits the straight on the bottom with the 8-6, and he makes the call.
Right. So a little bit of action going on here.
Yeah.
We have 900 in the middle. Going to the turn, and we have a 9 of clubs, followed with a 4 of hearts. Anyone with the 5-3? I don't see it. I see the 3-6 Mafia, but not the 5-3. So right now, from what we can see,
Are all three of them playing after that bottom? 2 pair there for Buddha on the top with ace-6.
it's a little hodgepodge of hands. Looks like OG's reaching for chips, and he bets 900. So we got a banger right now brewing. Question is, does Buddha want to continue with this? He does have top 2 pair. Also has a 5 in his hand as a blocker, but he is going to let it go over the Blake, and he's calling. So heads up action now, 2,700 in the middle. A doozy. A little banger to end the live stream. And we get a 5 and a ace.
Oh,
Oh,
Buddha
so
would have
Buddha
hit that
filled up.
full house with the ace and 6.
There we go. Getting a little bit more centered for everybody. OG with sevens and aces. He's going to scoop. That ace gave OG the top. Wow. Yeah, Blake is just like, what is going on here?
Yeah, a
'Cause the
big
full
bet here,
house-
$2,700.
Yeah, and like I said, Blake, he's frustrated.
He is frustrated.
I don't blame him. I mean, that's a big pot right there, but with the full house, the board pairing with the 5, like I said, OG can scoop this. So the final hand of the night, it looks like Blake. Yeah, you don't want to call for a chop. Just a terrible run out for him. And throws it down in disgust, and he's going to profit $1,600. So, yeah, thanks again, guys. Vic, it was a great show.
Yeah,
Always a pleasure, brother.
always a pleasure. Thank you very much. And again, reminder as as Dom just mentioned, our next time you see us will be Thursday afternoon. We are so excited around here. There's so much energy coming into this $1 million prize pool guarantee, and all hands on deck. And we're going to see so many faces coming through the door, new faces, and it's just very exciting. I don't know where to start with the excitement level for this, but you'll be able to feel that if if you can't attend, then join us on the live stream and check us out for day 1A.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and please, everybody,